Welcome to the EST Hangout.
This is the EST Hangout, and today's guests are...
A very good Tuesday morning to you. Welcome to the EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage. Live right here on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports. Thank you to everyone for listening across the Edmonton Sports Talk audio streams at edmontonsportstalk.com. Tune in, iHeartRadio, Apple Music for those watching on YouTube, or anyone listening on podcast. Matt Iwanyk with you here today. Lieutenant Eric sliding in from the morning show.
Philly.
And Dave Jamieson is here in studio. Round of clicks for Dave Jamieson. J-Mo, how are we?
I'm good.
Eric, how are you?
I'm unfair, yeah.
Yeah, you're just fair.
It's a fair day.
Fair day.
Yeah.
There were. I'm assuming this was for Dusty's early bird bet. There were odds that were mistakenly put up. If you happen to have bet those, they have said those have been voided. So please go on and get, if you want to jump on that at plus 400, which is Oilers.
Starting your show with an apology.
Yeah,
Man. It's like
And you got on it. It's you. Yeah.
It's like a 2 months thing.
Good job, man.
Except I'm going to be here for the rest of the show.
Yes.
Oilers minus 1.5. McDavid over 1.5 points. Hyman over 0.5 points. Draisaitl over 0.5 points. Bouchard over 0.5 points. That is plus 400. But if you're one of those that got the mistaken odds that were boosted very high, unfortunately those have been voided. So just a heads up on that.
Chauncey Billups involved in this.
From the holding cell. Somehow he's
Somehow
I don't know. He's making this work. Yeah.
See, I want more info on that, like on the poker game.
It got a little quiet.
I want the book. I want the book and the movie and the whole
history.
Do you know who you want writing that book?
Yeah.
Seth
Pablo
Wickersham.
Jordan.
Seth Wickersham.
Yes, you
Pablo
do.
does the investigations that are great.
And
Seth writes the books that you don't want to hear are being written about.
I'll put it together.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You want the Seth Wickersham book.
Chantel Shield comment. Forward by.
What did Seth's latest book was? Do you remember?
Quarterback.
It was quarterback, wasn't
Yes.
it? I was very disappointed because you never got a chance. You never interviewed him when it. Did we ever have him booked with you?
Yes, we did.
Did we? Because I did the Tom Brady, Bill Belichick interview.
Correct. We had him another time.
Was there another time?
Yes, and we asked him about the Cleveland Browns.
That's what-
when he did the complete shakedown of that entire
right.
organization.
Which somehow took shots at,
It was great.
that was a really good piece.
Yes,
and
he
that was
laughed,
just on
and
ESPN.
And Seth Wickersham laughed when I said, Seth, we have this image of you calling the Browns reception, and the receptionist putting you on hold, and then a panic phone call goes throughout the building. Seth Wickersham holding on line 2 for anyone.
Just who wants to take
And no one, and people just running to their cars. I'm not touching that phone call.
Shredding papers.
Just start the...
January
Yes.
2019. The thing from ESPN, inside the Cleveland Browns front office where
Yes.
hope and history collide.
I love that. Give me more.
Seth
Hope
Wickersham
and
breaks down the
history.
dysfunction going on in the Browns organization over decisions made by owner Jim Haslam. I highly recommend that. Just Google Seth Wickersham, Cleveland Browns. Click on that ESPN article. I remember when you told me about that and I read it. It was just like, whoa, like
This. Tell
that's
me
right.
more.
Seth Wickersham. Those were great articles. But yeah, he'll need to write the
Sure.
Chauncey
to it.
Billups. Maybe he's working on that.
Terry Rozier, all of it.
Did you have any of you listened to what Pablo has been saying about sports media lately, and why he's
What
able
part
to
of
do?
it?
He was talking about how the fact that like people are like praising him for something, the investigative journalism and all that. He's like, yeah, because no one else is doing this. It's easy to be the only one doing it now.
Rick Westhead, anyone?
Well, right, but for the States,
But it's expensive.
Yeah,
It's expensive, and everyone's just paying the Stephen A. Smiths of the world to be talking heads, and no one's like ESPN
Correct.
got rid of Outside the Lines,
Yes.
which was a long time show, investigative,
Bob Lee and
all of
the group.
that.
And it's a thankless because everybody hates you.
Yes,
You are saying things that we don't want. We just want sports to take away from the troubles of life.
It's all celebratory.
Yeah, it
You
should
know,
be.
or hot takes.
Yeah.
But no one or very few seem to want to go, no, I'd like to know more about that gambling thing. And the stuff doesn't seem to have a shelf life like it used to.
Yeah.
A story, like you just said, the Chauncey Billups, like it goes quiet.
because we have the talking heads that are just yelling about random BS
Yeah.
and taking our attention away. But it's, he was talking about, he was on a podcast just breaking down like where he's at, his sports media journey, where sports media is at, and he's just, no one's doing investigative journalism. It's actually very easy to get into that space right now.
Well, in the New
because
York
no one
Times,
else is
there's
doing
a gap,
it.
yeah.
And the New York Times has the horsepower, probably not what it once had, to be able to say, go. We have the money.
He's not with them.
Yeah, he's with the Times.
No, he's with Dan Lebatard's group.
I thought he left Meadowlark.
I think he's
to
still
go
with
to the Times.
Meadowlark.
Well, we'll figure
Maybe.
that out when we're off the air.
We need
You're a big fan of the Libetard show, aren't
Oh,
you?
I was.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Yes, not as much now with Stu God's gone.
Oh, did he go?
He's an infrequent flyer if he's there anymore at all.
That's too bad. He was always good.
Yes.
Journalist making, Pablo finds out.
But I like it. Keep it under the carpet. I don't need
You
to.
just want
Oh,
sports?
you don't want to know the bad stuff.
It is the Athletic.
We don't need to.
That
know.
is the Athletic. So he went to the
Like with
Athletic
Low
for that.
Tide. Pablo Torre, Low Tide. Who else is at the Athletic?
Not necessarily
CJ?
in that order. Yeah.
CJ is, yeah.
CJ is, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guys, it's a special day in the CFL.
It is. Schedules
Well,
come out.
they had the link up all morning. They had a
Did they?
big banner on the website.
Is
Just
that
click.
Genius Sports? Is that
It
Genius
said
Sports?
CFL schedule is here. So I couldn't resist. I said, yes, please. I click,
And
and
you
it
got
just
the-
gave me the results of the 2025 season. So they had it up, didn't populate it yet, which was a great tease. It got
Move those goalposts.
Would you guys like to know how this all begins?
Yeah, sure.
So preseason will begin May 18th, by the way. Saskatchewan and Calgary. The Elks will play their first preseason game in BC on the 23rd. They are home to the Stamps May 29th for their first preseason game.
Okay. Are those dates any different than years past off the top of our heads here? Like, is that
Like
earlier,
earlier,
later?
you're
or
talking
any,
earlier?
That's
Nope.
kind of the same. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So
This will be the last year. Then it should be starting a week early the year after. Because the Grey Cup in Regina is a week earlier.
okay.
Yes. Okay.
So week one, and this is because of the World Cup, which makes sense, I think, for availability.
the other football.
Well, there's only
Okay.
there's only 3 games. There's not 4 this weekend, or that weekend. There's only 3.
Okay.
It will open off in Hamilton as Montreal is in Hamilton to take on the Ticats. It is then Bombers are in Calgary, and then the Edmonton Elks will open up in our nation's capital against the Ottawa Red Blacks. Saturday, June 6th, 5 p.m. Circle that in your calendar right now.
Ryan Didwitty's
Yes.
Red Blacks, yeah.
Then the Elks will get a week 2 bye. I'll just rattle through the Elks schedule.
Okay.
Week 3, they're home to Montreal. It's a 2:00 Saturday game
Bitter
on June
rivals.
20th.
Week 2 bye, eh?
They had it this past season
Yeah.
too, and they came back against Montreal too, which was weird. But Ottawa, Montreal to start okay. They go to Winnipeg for week 4. They go to BC in Kelowna at the Apple Bowl.
Yes, it is the Apple Bowl. Yeah.
July 4th. They're home to Ottawa July 9th. They're home to BC July 17th. Then they go to Saskatchewan week 8 and are home to Saskatchewan week 9. So
Home
a
and
little
home.
bit of a home
Okay.
and home with Saskatchewan Rough
And
Riders.
that's, what are we looking at here? June, July? Or?
End of July, early June, August.
So that's a good draw there.
Okay.
Week 10, Edmonton's in Montreal. Week 11, Edmonton's home to Toronto. Week 12, Edmonton's home to Winnipeg. Edmonton will then get a bye leading into Labor Day. So they will be home to Winnipeg on the 21st. Then they will be in Calgary on the 7th. It's a late Labor Day this year. Edmonton and Calgary. Then obviously they're home to Calgary on the Saturday. Week 16, they're in Toronto. Week 17, they're home to Hamilton. Week 18, they have their last bye of the season. And then they finish the season off in Hamilton, home to Winnipeg, in Saskatchewan. There's your 2026
Your Edmonton Elks.
CFL schedule.
I got to see this all on a board.
great.
I want to.
Well, and then, so
Steve Kornacki.
where are the big? So now, because of the World Cup, Toronto will be playing a home game in Saskatchewan against the Saskatchewan Rough Riders, where I'm sure there'll be a very gracious host and cheering for the Toronto Argonauts
travel
as
well.
loudly as possible.
Yes,
they
they do.
travel so well. That will be June 26th.
Pull together.
And then again, Toronto will be on the road in Winnipeg, who will do, I'm sure, the exact same thing and travel. The Argos fans will travel. The Bombers
Yes,
fans
they
will be
will.
there to support the home team, not the visitors in that one.
Do they get a limit, like Bombers and like a limit of
cap
They
tickets?
cap the fans. Like we're gonna have.
You only get 2,000
yeah,
tickets.
only half the stadium is. In the,
Is that included in your season ticket package?
oh,
And then July 18th in Hamilton, Toronto will be hosting the Hamilton Tiger Cats.
Could I jump in here with a question? Have we
for it.
ever had it explained why the Argos, unlike the Lions who stayed in British Columbia, went to Kelowna where they used to train for a number of years, why the Argos are going to other CFL cities as opposed to, say, go to McMaster?
Well,
or
I was
go
going to say,
Guelph?
there's no other football stadia in Ontario, right?
Or
I mean, that's it.
none. Oh, that's-
you've got BMO, and that's it.
There's no other football played.
So there's no. I don't think anything official has come out, but it's money. MLSE's seen a payday here. They could go to Saskatchewan and get a home Saskatchewan date. They can go to
Seems
Winnipeg and
unlike
get a home date.
MLSE.
So they're going to get this is going to be one of the most successful Argo seasons in terms of money.
Do they repaint the fields? Do they have the computerized A in the middle for the digital?
Yes.
I mean, I just
I
wonder.
don't know which
I wonder to
ones-
what degree that they home field this up.
The other part is I don't know if those are painted on or if those are sewn on. Well, Winnipeg would be sewn on.
Yeah, but they'll digitally impose like.
But if there's a big mosaic stadium in the middle, you can't impose it over mosaic if you can't wipe it off. But I think it's washable.
Yeah,
That's scrubbable stuff.
I would think so because
Yes.
when they host Grey Cups, they have to be
Ask
gone and
the
stuff.
gentleman
Yeah.
that does all of your
Yeah.
work.
I just wonder to what degree, like, will Andy Argo be banging the drum on the sideline,
Yeah.
like home game entitled, but how far are they going to take this?
But it's the money because you could go to a university in the
course you
area,
could.
Guelph for any of that. Haas even said though, like you could also go to Quebec City for a couple of games.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of
Rouge
discussion
or.
of Quebec City. Could they be a nice expansion for this league? Here's a perfect opportunity for the league as a whole to be like, we don't have a home for the Toronto Argonauts for a very valid reason. Not something that's against the Canadian Football League, but the World Cup is here. The World Cup is in their home.
Yeah.
Germany's about to play a match. Toronto can't play here.
Touchdown Atlantic.
You could do things like that. and
Lays Argo.
It's a complete easy out where not everyone's just like, well, the Argos looking for money here or whatever. But they went the other way, which is like, let's go to Saskatchewan, let's go to Winnipeg, and we'll throw a bone to our fan base and put one in Hamilton so they can get a little closer.
Maybe you're getting an answer there that you don't necessarily want. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Like,
yeah.
I know I'm all for it. Where I think most people are for it, but it's if you do go to like Laval or Quebec, like you might get it's pretty popular, but can we do it? And do we have the fortitude right now to do it? And if you get that positive response and then you don't end up doing it in the near future, it kind of looks bad too.
But then do the Alouettes do the old Maple Leafs thing with expanding to Hamilton? Remember when there was some muted talk about the NHL going to Hamilton or exploring, having the equivalent of two teams?
Now we're
in
talking about
Toronto?
territorial rights.
All of that stuff.
There will be the second annual Stampede Bowl happening July 12th. Calgary
Okay.
will host Toronto in this one. Calgary beat Winnipeg this year. I think that's what it was.
Yeah,
That's who it was.
they are the bowl holders.
Touchdown Kelowna will be weeks 4 and 5 as BC will be host to Calgary and Edmonton, as we've already mentioned, 27th and the 4th to the expanded Save On Foods Field. Labor Day weekend. We got 4 games on Labor Day weekend this year. They're putting BC at Montreal on the Friday again. This past year we didn't have one. Thanksgiving Monday.
Oh, no.
Grey Cup rematch. The Owls host to the Riders.
Okay.
That's a good one to do that.
I do like the Monday holiday games.
Me too. I also like that Montreal, it's become a thing. Montreal hosts a game on Thanksgiving.
Sure.
Yeah,
And it's lovely. And
Started
putting up a
tradition.
nice
Sure.
game here.
Yeah.
Let's get that rematch going. So yeah, that's and then the Riders will open up their season. Will open their title in week 2 against the BC Lions.
And the Grey Cup is in Calgary this
Yes.
next year,
Yeah.
26, Saskatchewan the year following.
Yeah,
okay.
Saskatchewan doesn't play in week 1, which is a little weird. Grey
To
Cup
the victor
champs-
go the spoils.
Well, the Grey Cup champs don't get a play in the week 1.
Relax. Yeah, just
It's another Stuart Johnson innovation.
Now for the Elks, just quickly, I'll go through the schedule one more time here to see.
Big Uke's broken it down in the Nasty Chat a bit. He
does he?
says, and this is according to him and his count, 5 p.m. home games, 2 7 p.m. and 2 7:30 p.m.
What days of the week?
No days of the week confirmed from here, but we'll.
So they play a Saturday at 2,
Yes.
which is nice.
Yeah.
They get a Thursday at 7, but in July. So you don't have to worry about kids going to school or anything the next day type thing. So that's
Good.
not bad of having that Thursday. These are home games. Friday at 7, which is nice. Saturday at 5, which is nice. Saturday at 1 August 15th. That'll be an interesting one.
Very nice.
A Friday at 7:30, Saturday at 5, Saturday at 5, Friday at 7:30. So
Fan friendly.
Very much
family
so.
friendly.
yeah, only one Thursday home game, majority Saturdays or a little bit of the Fridays. So that's not bad. As for just the road games, quickly, it's a Saturday, a Thursday at 6:30, which isn't bad. A Saturday, a Thursday. So they have a couple Thursdays this year. But TV, who cares?
Yeah.
They play on August 8th at 1 in Montreal. So they have a few early games too.
Wouldn't mind a nasty bash green and gold show again. And I know we don't have anything like that
It'd be
set in
hard.
stone, but
So it'd have to be depending on Dusty schedules and things like that. But that, like, you got Edmonton home to Saskatchewan August 1st at 5 o'clock. That won't work. It'd have to be a road game. They play at 1 o'clock in Montreal on August 8th, which is when we had it last year. So that'd have to be a very early nasty bash. That might get away from our
an
nasties
afternoon
a little
affair.
too
Yeah,
soon.
yeah.
I know I don't have a vote in this, but this is Dustin. How many Elks games did he do? Here I am arguing
Not a
on
lot.
his behalf, and he doesn't need my help.
Not a lot.
Okay,
Like,
well,
compared
He
to
was,
your
an, he was
Chicago.
an voice of the East.
Yeah, you see that? Well, let's keep him out west.
Well, but they want to make sure Dusty, everyone gets a piece of Dusty.
Oh, yes. Yes. Okay.
And the homerism side of it as well. You can't.
Oh, that's
need to-
right.
yeah.
Yeah. Must be Switzerland here.
Yeah, yeah.
And
St.
by
John
the way,
Wells.
Grey Cup, November 15th, 4 p.m.
McMahon Stadium.
McMahon Stadium, that will be the Grey Cup. We will crown the champion, which if it's the Edmonton Elks, what a season.
When do we expect to hear on the quarterback in Edmonton, Cody Fajardo? We're waiting on him like we wait on the Pope?
Commonwealth,
puff of
the biggest
smoke?
smoke coming out of, yeah.
What would you say for that? Like, Kate, let's take away when's it?
If he wants to play, right? Because that's
Yes,
the
it's-
question.
it's
He
when,
lets
not if.
everyone
Yeah.
is, I got to go home
I've always
and
said
determine.
if we get into the new year, I'm going to be worried about him coming back.
Okay.
Because now this has taken a long time, and it doesn't feel like he then has the fire to want to play.
But do you not think he takes a look at the Trevor Harris deal, right? An extension. Fair, Harris, okay? 1 year extension. And take a look at that and go, you know what? I've got gas in the tank. And he does.
But it's not that. It's the family. This was the
Fair.
first year his kids weren't around. His family wasn't here.
Okay.
And that's the thing that's there. But I'm going to say, take that away. Like whatever he's having to work through to see play. When is the right time to announce this? Let's say it's done. When would you say is the right time to announce this for an organization? Do you do it in the lead up to Christmas? Do you wait till January? When would that have the most impact?
I would, I mean, I get the easy answer is whenever the guy gives you a decision. Like if he woke up tomorrow, then that's the day to do it.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to try and get strategic, I would talk to my sales manager and say, okay, when are we doing a push? When are we building out a campaign that we're taking into the market for renew or new season seats, whatever, you're going with. So I don't, my answer is if he makes a decision,
That's when.
go, because what are you going to give it to Dunk to announce? Which probably would be the way it breaks, because that's the way news breaks these days. But as soon as you can get on it is the best time to do it.
So
A domino effect, too, of free agent shopping when it comes to the receiver department.
Yeah.
And courting.
Sure.
There's a big crop of them out there.
But you have till February for that.
I get it, but I'm just saying you
Who's
want
my
to start
quarterback?
talking, and I mean teams are people, the window, right, the tampering,
Well,
and so I'm just saying like you want to kind of get your ducks in a row earlier than later, obviously, but that is an area of need and want, and I'm sure any potential free agent receiver would be looking at it and saying, well, I want a guy, as you mentioned, Matt. The longer it takes, you might feel that there's a bit of indecisiveness there, and so you want somebody that's really in for it all, and
that's just where I'm wondering, because like, one is if you're the Elks, are you just holding on to this to make that announcement? Like, because if I'm Ed, like I need to know, because if Cody's not back, my free agent plans are massively changing.
Yeah,
because instead of looking for a receiver, number one goes to I need a quarterback.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it going to be trade? Likely not. Like it's okay. Who can we go get, or do we have to stick with trade because there is no other option that is worthy, and might as well just go with this guy while we try to find an NCAA guy or something like that. Like, you need to know how you're going to then approach free
And if you
agency.
had your offensive pieces all together, you could do that strategic announcement.
Right.
Yada, yada, yada.
But that's where I'm also like, okay, then this just adds to me where I always felt that I'm going to be more concerned as we get into the new year if he hasn't announced, because I feel like the longer you're away from a football field, the less desire you might have to get back on that football field to a degree, unless you're Phillip Rivers, apparently.
Right. He's coming back,
he's
Apparently
back.
practice roster and all that. So
He's
we'll
back.
see.
Okay, I missed that. Oh, I saw something.
Leonard's a
and
little
I-
banged up. We could see him sooner rather than later. I really hope. I'm all in. I'm for the shoe. I want him.
Yes,
I want
we all
wild
are.
card Rivers.
Yes.
And
Just slinging it.
yeah.
But so it's going to be big questions about that one, and we'll see. But you would like to think if you're the Elks, you're getting some sort of decision either way a lot sooner than later here. Because then do you have the ability to go try to get Bo Levi Mitchell?
Where's Bo Levi from? I mean, I know that sounds like, why would that matter?
In
but,
terms of
like,
current living?
No,
or
yeah. Where is
Wasn't he a
home
Montana
for him?
man?
He's a
Wasn't that his
that's-
college? Yeah.
You're right.
But
Did he go to college in Montana?
one of those?
Yeah.
Wasn't he or state? Whatever the.
I thought he was Texas. Like, I know he's from
Well, I think he's
Texas.
from Texas, but
Did he go to school there?
I think he
Isn't
colleged
he
in
Katy, Texas?
Katy. Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds
Katy,
about right.
Texas,
Yeah.
yes. So I'm assuming Texas is
He played
home.
at SMU, and then he went to Eastern Washington.
Okay.
That's right.
I don't know.
if
I
that
asked somebody
mattered,
a while
like-
ago, and I heard he might still be Calgary. Maybe.
Oh, okay. If any of that matters, because I think we all agree. Tell me if you disagree that he'll be on the TSN panel.
Oh,
They're finding a spot for that guy. He walks right off the
Not if
field.
Zach Collaros has anything to say about it.
Hello.
I really enjoyed his work on Grey
Yeah,
Cup. I
he's been
really did.
terrific.
Yeah.
okay. Panel or in the booth?
Well, I mean, I think the panel is a smoother, like,
Yeah.
an off ramp into
Because
broadcasting.
I like Booth.
I like the idea with the guy that's playing basketball down the hall or whatever.
well,
I
sure.
think they could work.
Well, in a
really
modern
well
day
together.
quarterback, providing
Yes.
that color,
I
not
think
too separated from.
or at the very least, like you do the Paul LaPolice for a little bit. He's on the panel, but you mix him in for a few games
You can move him
Yes.
around. Yeah.
to test him out, to work on him, and then if he's there when Suits is ready to go,
I mean,
I'm good.
quarterbacks and head
Bo
coaches
takes
are
over.
used to making quick decisions, seeing something, absorbing it, translating it, whatever it is. So, I mean, you're right. I think the idea of, okay, figure out how to look at a camera, not that I know how to broadcast, and then get into the booth and analyze. But do it quickly and not too granular so that, the general public can understand it, right?
Yeah, I think Bo will be great in either of those spots. But he was almost the MOP this year,
Yes.
so he's still got game.
Yes, he does.
And if you
Lots
can't
of
get
it.
Cody,
You're
I would go
taking.
from if
He's
I'm
leading a
looking to
team
get
down
that
to
guy-
Calgary for the Grey Cup. Like,
hey, he might
the
want to
narrative
take a
is
little
all-
kick at his old club.
Yeah.
Sure he would.
And if the living arrangements, I mean, you're here, you're there, you can drive
Yeah.
up and down the thing. It's
Just quick baseball news: closer Edwin Diaz and the World Series champs LA Dodgers are in agreement on a contract.
It's good to see the Dodgers getting a hand up, right? A little team that is just getting by, that has struggles to attract free agents.
the price of success. I think is what
Exactly.
yeah.
Too many of the big names go to Colorado.
Yeah.
Dem Rockies.
It's good to see.
Mile high ball.
Baseball's got it figured out.
Yes, it does.
In terms
Anyone
of
have money on this? Kyle Schwarber apparently going to the Phillies or with the Phillies, a deal with them.
the Pirates were flirting around with him yesterday. This looks like that didn't.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any money off the bat. Although Messi wins the MLS MVP award, by the way.
Okay, good.
To just add to his career.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
By the way, this is the EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage, Canada storage experts, more than 2 decades helping Canadians through life transition. Canadian storage provider by Canadian. Find a convenient location nearest you at sentinel.ca. I don't know if there's anything else with this schedule that... okay. I haven't even read this part.
Oh.
The schedule includes 23 regular season games that will kick off at 4 p.m. local or early, providing kids and families the opportunity to spend the afternoon at the stadium. CTV Saturdays return, so they will be doing that one. Select games will be played on CBS Sports Network.
Did we ever hear numbers on the CTV games? what that meant to be on.
Well, we do get the numbers at times throughout the season.
All right, I'm just curious as to whether, because remember there was for a long time it was like if we could just get the CFL
Basic cable.
on basic cable, and Canada will embrace it.
So the 24 season they did it and it didn't work. They didn't get higher numbers, but that's also because they took it off TSN. They just went, these are exclusive
right.
CTV games, which then the people that just don't have cord, cut cable, went TSN. They also didn't know that there was the enhanced feed, but like they lost out.
Okay.
This year they did it for the first time where they did both. If the game was on TSN, but it could be on CTV, and I think we saw TV ratings went up 1% this year, so largely flat.
Yeah.
But Grey Cup was the best Grey Cup in a number of years. But you also have the Riders, and you have the Owls. The Owls drive TV numbers.
Yes, they do.
They love
Don't see
football.
that. Yeah, they're the RDS numbers generally. Montreal's in something are quite high.
Philpott locked up. Alexander locked up.
Yeah,
Moss back, Pachocha back.
good for Danny.
Yes, good for Jason.
I didn't think that this new tenure with Danny as the GM there did not start well, because he fired Karhari. He took over the sidelines. Everyone, including myself, thought, well, you're just using this as a way to get on the sidelines. And he's like, nope, I'm just doing this season and hiring someone else. And he did.
Lo and behold.
And he's been an excellent general manager.
Great work at Carabin as well prior to that.
Yeah.
He set them up too for.
Yeah. He's done some great things, and Moss has learned very much from his past. And I was going to look up the odds for this year's Grey Cup.
Here we go.
Get your wallet out.
Yeah, let's go. Tap the app.
You could do that now on buses.
Yes,
As of yesterday, you could take
ARC
credit
card or
cards.
whatever.
No,
Yes.
you can
no.
take
You
credit
can
card or
just
debits.
pay out of your.
Oh,
yeah.
You can
no.
walk up and just take your credit card and tap
That's right.
it.
I was doing that in Vancouver when I was out there recently.
The old bone shaker.
Well, we just added it here. Weirdly enough,
Look
yeah.
at us.
So yeah, you don't even need that.
Go, Yeg, go.
Here we go. The Montreal Alouettes are the favorites according to Play Alberta, followed by the Riders, the BC Lions, the Toronto Argonauts, which is a weird one, the
the
Stamps,
Barker effect.
The Mike Miller.
the Stamps, the Blue Bombers, the Ticats, the Red Blacks, and then the Edmonton Elks have the worst odds at 15-1. To just reach the Grey Cup,
Yes.
Al's best odds, Riders second best, Elks are 7-1 odds for that one, so a little tough. So there you go. There's our CFL schedule.
Yeah, all prior to the free agent.
Which I can't wait for.
Well,
Which
that's-
they were supposed to be pushed back, but they announced that it's going to be the same time this year.
The tampering window is always open. But say what you will, and I get the length of contracts is a spur in a lot of people's saddles, but it really makes, like, there's no better free agent. I mean, I know you got the MLB winter meetings, they're all done, that's all fine, but in July 1st, obviously, with ice hockey, but nothing tops CFL,
Thank you.
CFL free agency, man. You can
Didn't
go
we used
from
to do
bottom
a
to
show?
top.
You and I, didn't we do a free
We would talk
agency
about
show?
those. We do it here now.
And as you should.
The only problem with that is, like, the free agency show kind of is the first day of the tampering window, not free agency.
Correct.
Because 2 years ago we did the free agency, but we all already knew all the deals.
Well, that
so we're just waiting for them to be
just makes
officially
it official.
announced.
Yeah.
But okay, we're talking about. So then last year we did two. We had a heavy one for Lucas. I think came for that one, which was tampering window day.
Yeah.
Kind of that first one. And then we had a free agency one where things were official and talk about.
There have
what's
been a
kinda
few deals,
happened
though,
over
that
the
were in the tampering window that were then.
There's always those couple.
There's
now.
always a couple that.
Consummated.
Yeah.
The
So you don't-
medical doesn't come back,
Yeah,
or somebody,
yeah. People
somebody
change their
pulls
minds.
out, or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
it
yeah.
is.
The old medical
you never know.
comeback trick.
But last year was Mr. Ed Hervey Day. You know, he did a
Yes.
lot of work. This year, I don't think he should be doing a lot of work. There's not a lot.
The need
needs to
isn't
do.
there, but there are still. You can dress
There's
the tree up a
but
bit.
we shouldn't be
more
seeing,
specific.
Yes, yeah.
We shouldn't be seeing 7, 8, 9 guys
No,
signed
no,
by the
no.
Edmonton Elks that were going, oh my God, boom, 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 boom. You would like a receiver. I would like an offensive lineman. There's a couple. Like, I still want Kongbo signed on the D line.
Does Serezna return here?
I wouldn't.
No.
At the price point that he might want.
That's a dislocated knee. Was that the issue?
He had a couple. Yeah, dislocated a couple of times.
Yeah.
Like, because them bringing back Robbie Smith, it's like he's a high price point. But I liked the D line when there was no Robbie Smith and there was no Jake Serezna. It was actually at its best. You had a Kongbo, you had Taylor in there, you had Barlow in there who was re-signed. Taylor has re-signed. Noah Curtis is going to come back from injury. They have the first pick, second round last year. He dropped. He got suspended for the whole year.
right.
He's coming. like you have so many players. Jared Brinkman is already there. I just don't know where Serezna would fit unless, if you're probably losing at least one of, probably Niles Morgan is probably going to be let go at some point. Maybe that's where you save the money. But you need a receiver more than anything. And if that comes at the cost of Jake Serezna, it comes at the cost of Jake Serezna.
You have to address that with the money. And then I think you then say scouting staff over to you, get some hungry guys and let them battle it out for the... I mean, you see, that's the beauty of the CFL too, is going down and getting guys who just need a chance or an opportunity. And
undersized for the NFL.
Playing more hungry than a guy already a fat cat deal type of thing.
And that's what they need out of quarterback too. They need to find that next quarterback.
Well, Davis Alexander matriculated for 2 years in Montreal? Was it 2?
Maybe.
Something like
he was
that,
a nobody until he took over.
Until he was a
starter,
somebody.
unless you're in Montreal.
Yeah.
But yeah, you need. I think if let's do a hypothetical that Cody is back. Mm-hmm. You need to have who's after Cody though, because Cody's not here long term. So that to have, I would envision Cody for 2 years. You should have your Davis Alexander ready to go behind. You've worked on, you've learned with, Mark Killam's dealt with him, all of that. And then when Cody's ready to hang him up, or in 2 years, you like just with Montreal, you might go, Cody, thank you for everything, but we're handing things over to the future.
And for that particular position in need, I like flipping to the back of the Sears catalog and that old neg list. I really love going over those neg lists and saying what could be and what,
yes.
And I know we don't, I'm bringing that up and we don't have it up here, right? But no, you never know, right? Like there's bowl seasons approaching, and you see some of those guys. You're like, damn, I wish.
God, and people fall in love with players off bowl games.
And they won't come up here because they're getting a degree, and I'm going to be a lawyer. I've already married my wife. We're living in Katy, Texas. But you look at some of those names, you're like, that could be the next guy. And
I got to find it now.
Well, didn't Winnipeg sign the guy from the was it XFL or USFL?
USFL, I think. He's the MVP or whatever.
Like a 29-year-old CFL rookie or whatever.
Yeah.
I gotta find where I saw it. I don't know if it was on Reddit or
as
if it was
opposed to
online.
bringing up a college guy nobody's heard of, and is essentially just a placeholder in the QB room.
Yeah.
Like you got to find, as Matt said, a guy with some pop, or that you envision taking over that role.
There was someone out there that created a little document of all the neg list players, but like a checklist, so are they in a bowl game? Are they in the UFL?
There's a Twitter
Like,
account.
you could
There's an account on X. Yeah.
Was it on X?
It's very good.
I gotta find that because I'm like, well, with bowl
Very up to date.
It'd be fun to look at some of those.
And that was the whole, or one of the arguments around having the neg list public, so that it would spark
Dares you to
conversation
dream.
like the
Yeah.
one we're having, which is, that dude's playing Saturday, and he might be an Elk next year.
You never know.
Okay, I'll pay attention.
It maybe get just an extra conversation started too. I don't know who's on the Elks neg list, but a guy from BYU, and all of a sudden we're watching the Pop-Tarts Bowl and BYU's playing.
Sure.
And the guy plays well, and maybe this guy, did you see him play? What's his future? Could this guy fit in the that's kind of the hope. Also, what's the point of having it being secret?
Well,
who cares?
Okay, you could say that would apply what
But
you
that's
just said
the
there to a
CFL
lot
for
of
life.
how the CFL is operated.
Yes.
What was the point of this?
Yeah.
And people sort of stare back at you and just say, because football.
Because I would think, because at the very least, there was always a list available within the CFL. I'm assuming you have to submit that to the CFL so they keep track of everyone's neg list.
Well,
But you had to know
Eric
a guy
Tillman
to-
had his on a piece of foolscap that he held.
right, but
know,
it's not like you
close
could just
to
have the CFL would have to know what's on
Yes,
your
they-
neg list.
they had a neg list,
So
yes.
every team could probably call the CFL and find out, is this player on another person's neg list, right? So you're just keeping it secret from fans. It's not even a competitive advantage.
Oh, but you don't know what a fan could do with that information.
It's not like back in the day, oh my God, Jim Pop can't know about this. Jim Pop knows about this.
There was a quarterback years ago, I think played for the Bengals. Is the name David Klingler? Anyhow, he was on an Edmonton list of some description. I can't remember the year. And it got out, and there was a minor sort of scuffle, and not a physical confrontation, like, oh my God, how did that get out? Well, who cares? It ended up, Jerry Prince wrote about, 3 lines in the Edmonton Sun in a note section. And you're like, that's an issue? But football, man. Football.
It's a good answer.
That's a
And
super-
if anybody, it's football.
It's football.
I can't.
You can't reveal
Abutsky
it.
in the nasty chat. Perhaps Cole Snyder will be the Elks version of Davis Alexander.
Oh,
It's a name we. Well, he's there. He's
What is
there.
this?
you know?
Sure.
Which I won't lie.
Tommy Stevens has been, locked down by the Riders again, right? Mr. Short Yardage.
You need a short. Yeah, that was a need.
It's
Wouldn't that
the-
be great as your nickname, Mr. Short Yardage? Mr. October?
You can carve out a career do it better than Shea Patterson, which was
Well, let's
highlighted
not-
greatly. Well, no,
okay.
but I mean that's
Stay low.
proofs right there.
Tuck the ball in.
Tuck the
Cole
ball.
Snyder was Rutgers, Buffalo, East Michigan in college. He's only 25, so maybe I'm disappointed they didn't play him in the last game of the season.
Right.
He bumped him up to number 2 on the depth chart, and you thought, okay, this game's not important for the standings for the Edmonton Elks. Why not give him
See
a
what
half
you got. Yeah.
with some players? And I was disappointed that they went Cody the whole way. That was a great opportunity.
Was Cody playing
you
for
see?
a bonus? Which would be
Well,
if he was.
that-
It'd be I know football.
I would change.
I get the answer.
That would
comes
change.
down to
definitely
football.
get
But
it.
honestly, but
if
at
you
that
watch
point-
your mouth, it's football. Yes. I just wonder.
No, that's a wonderful point. 'Cause it was weird that they bumped him up for number 2 on the depth chart, but then never played him.
but right.
Right, like, and it just was okay. To me, that's saying, oh, you're going to play this guy at some point, but
Yeah.
then you didn't. But maybe Cole Schneider is the answer.
It's a good shout.
He's got nice. I don't know. Anytime I see those like Easterns or stuff like Eastern Washington,
before
it's an
college,
Eastern
you get a
Michigan.
little excited.
I
He
feel
gets a little.
there's
the
a
hair
C-
stands up on
There's
the
a
arm.
CFL player there,
Yeah.
you know.
Yes.
Portland State.
Butte.
Montana,
Yeah.
couple of those
Yeah.
directions in front of a state.
Yeah.
Those are the ones you're like, there's a CFL player there somewhere.
South
bet.
Dakota Technical Institute.
Right. They'll understand when they come up here
That's what we need to go see.
with our goalposts in the back of the end zone.
Oh.
Well,
No
that's it.
55.
And,
it.
and there was
Football.
talk of the CFL that's been going of opening up salaries. Talk with the CFLPA
Another
about
secret.
being a
We're
little more
opening all
open
these
with that.
doors and the
Have I not been saying that for years? Just lie about
That's
what
what
the
you've
players.
said. I always say that on the show that you'd say that. Like, tell them, say Trevor Harris is a $5 million quarterback now.
why stop at 5?
Oh,
$59 million deal.
all of it guaranteed. All of it guaranteed. And then people go, wow. Maybe I should go to the game to see someone who makes $59 million a year.
Money.
But I think people also don't understand how good the CFL salaries are now, currently. Like back in the day, it was known of the multiple jobs that were needed. You did too. The minimum salary is going to be like $80,000.
Canadian.
But
No,
that's
I
for
understand.
6 months of work.
I understand. It's a good, yes, Maddie, you don't have to convince
That's a
me.
minimum for 6 months of work.
And you don't have to convince me how good the players are. Like, and I'm friendly fire on this issue. But I also have heard the argument over the years that, look, it's embarrassing relative to what the NFL and the other sports make, right? So we prefer that you not know that first-year Canadian guy out of Guelph is making X. Right?
But
It's not a good reflection.
Absolutely.
That's
and
what the
that
argument
makes more
was.
sense to me when the salaries were $40,000 for a minimum. But now they're like that. A lot of the players, like, you actually don't need to go get a second job if you don't want to. If you're good enough with money too, you could just train in the off season and be ready to go for the next season because of your minimum salary being $80,000. That'd be what, 60 US, 65 US ish, somewhere in that
Yeah,
range.
or just market to what you are. We all know CEBL players don't like. I mean, it's not the secret's out. CFL guys don't make as much as. I mean, without saying the number of figures,
But how many
we
of
all
us
know it,
make
right? Like,
six figures? And there's these
Yeah,
guys
yeah,
in the CFL are making 6 figures.
Sure.
And again, 6 months of work. That's it.
Like if you're telling
Yeah.
me that an athlete makes but $500,000, which a number of quarterbacks do with the bonuses and
Yeah.
and if that isn't legitimate enough for you to say, okay, that is truly a professional. And you hear the critics and the people that make fun of the Canadian Football League for what it is and maybe what it isn't in their minds. You tell me your quarterback is making $500,000. I go, yeah, I'm in. That's real.
yeah, and it's viewed within a CFL.
Yes.
That's the board game you're playing. You don't compare it to the other one on the other table. This is just what it is. And again, if we all know that they're not getting paid as much as well, then what's the harm in shelling out the number? And as Matt mentioned, how they are nowadays comparatively to how they were.
Like, I don't know about you guys. I'm watching last night's NFL game. Not for a moment do I think about what they're making.
That's all I think about.
That Justin Herbert drops back, throws.
He
should have made
I base my viewing on how rich certain franchise and how much.
Well, you're an elitist.
I only watch the team. Well, I only watch high capital games, not the. Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't. That's how I digest my.
So you only watch Dodgers Yankees.
He looks at depth charts. He calculates the average
Price
salary.
point.
If it doesn't match a threshold and
it's pretty high.
Then it's you're not worth my time.
It's not
you
worth
don't
my
have
viewing.
the money.
No, you're not as talented.
Yeah,
clearly,
absolutely.
Yes.
But yeah, I was just quick. The American Hockey League, the average AHL salary is between 40 and 90 USD per season. But no one sits here and says American Hockey League is not professional hockey
and not worthy of our interest and support. If I was in a market, I would go to those games.
It's one of those.
But we also know it's not the NHL.
Absolutely.
And that's okay. It's not supposed to be.
It is the second best hockey league in probably North America. That very good league.
Sure.
It is professional hockey players making a living. But we look at the CFLers and go,
right.
But that's why I actually think they should open up the salary, because I think people are thinking that it's back in the day and these players weren't making anything.
And you're right. And that secrecy just leads to more of that belief where you don't want to.
Because we're getting because the cap did go up because revenue was up in the CFL.
Yes.
We might not be that far away from $100,000 minimum in the Canadian Football League. Again, 6 months salary, 6 months of the year. That's all they have to play. That's pretty good. Pretty solid. So we'll see if Stuart Johnson can get that done. He could obviously just make massive changes to the game, so he should be able to just do this one. Because
with a stroke of the pen or a wave of the
owner's
wand,
support,
or
he can do whatever he wants. But
one PowerPoint presentation. That's all I need.
But the question is, did this ever impact him as a high school football player?
We'll never forget that tale.
If it was,
what was that
then
other
he's
guy's
gonna
name
deal with
again?
it.
Yeah.
If it didn't impact him when he played high school football, then it's not worth dealing with at the Canadian Football League. But any vendetta he had from high school.
Who was that? Was that
when he was talking about the field goal posts moving from the front to the back?
And he mentioned his receiver by name, just called him out.
He said in high school he threw a pass. It was a perfect pass to his receiver, Tim.
Cutting across the middle. Tim looked up and bang.
Yeah.
And the ball hit that or whatever, and
cost him the cities. It just.
And he brought that up as one of the reasons for why this is happening.
His career was stymied because of the goalpost.
About your time
Stuart
in high
Johnson,
school.
the Canadian rifle, sets up in the pocket, got time, and he looks downfield for Tim, who's cutting in the shadow of the goalpost. It hits the crossbar. It's over.
Scholarship off the table.
Could never go
the whole career.
That was the end. He was it was almost like Notre Dame, where just couldn't play football anymore. Just done.
Throws his helmet to the turf, walks off.
That's in disgrace.
And created and just sat there in silence in that locker room and said, one day
I'm going
to get rid of this.
Yeah.
It will now be my life's mission to find a way to get rid of those posts. And that's all he's been working on in his life.
And once the changes are implemented, he steps down. My work here is done.
Him and Tim go meet up, if that's his name, and they have a beer together.
Yeah. Maybe go back on the field, recreate the moment, and get in the end zone. Get that touchdown.
The first play of the 2027 CFL season, we have a ceremonial touchdown throw from Stuart Johnson to his receiver in the end zone, and they celebrate the city title.
Hang on, but they do it. Shinetti interviews both, and they recreate it, right? And then Shinetti narrates it, and it's run as part of the Grey Cup pregame.
It is the Grey Cup pregame. It is all of it. We want a long form essay on the whole thing.
You see Stuart Johnson say, "Tim, go deep. You know the play.
You know the play." We've been waiting.
Collegiate on 3.
40 years for this. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's rewrite history.
You know the play.
Take me there.
Yeah, you know the play.
He runs the wrong route. Stu's looking for him. No, he goes out.
It's the waggle,
and it's all screwed up. And you just
it's like the guy in the Chargers last night.
Just bouncing.
It's the guy in the Chargers last night. Herbert heaves it down the sideline. I think the guy had cut out and was standing in the Chargers bench. It's just like what?
Shit, and he drops the mic. We're just a nation aghast.
Yes. We're just, Kate, back to you.
She doesn't know what to say.
It's all.
I know. We're just having fun.
We need Dusty to play-by-play of it too.
Are you
And then
kidding
see
me?
what is happening.
Are you kidding me?
It'd be great.
Yes.
Oh, now I want this to happen in 2027. If we don't have a ceremonial touchdown throw attempt, Stuart Johnson has just let us down even more.
Yes.
That's all I'll go with. Oilers, by the way, tonight, just quickly, they were taking on the Buffalo
Tage
Sabres.
Thompson in
GCL
town.
Diesel, is he now?
Yes,
actually,
Buffalo Sabres.
GCL Diesel Ulster pre- and post-game shows, 6 o'clock. Tommy and Benny will get you set for that game. Did you guys know Logan Cooley won the Art Ross a couple years ago? Did you guys see this on Twitter at all yesterday? Speaking of TSN.
No, but I'd like to.
TSN had an article wrten by TSN.ca staff about Logan
Bar Down,
Cooley.
you mean?
No, this was TSN.ca.
Okay.
This wasn't even on Bar Down.
Okay.
About his injury that Logan Cooley is out
Yeah, he's
for a
out
bit.
the long term. Yeah.
In the article, it stated that he won the Art Ross, which clearly showed that he had 25 goals, 65 points in 75 games, and won the Art Ross Trophy the year before, which clearly shows that they're using AI to write their articles at TSN if it doesn't have a proper byline.
Tremendous.
Because then other people on Twitter were Googling and they went to AI and did Logan Cooley win the Art Ross? And for some reason, AI believes that Logan Cooley won the Art Ross a couple years
That's
ago.
good to know.
And so, and it was done by TSN.ca staff. Said Logan Cooley, Art Ross winner, and then after got blasted on social,
Yes.
They removed that, but didn't change the time the website was edited or anything like that. So they just tried scrubbing that without correction or anything like that.
We are
on their
so,
website.
we're so screwed.
So
we are.
not editor's note.
No,
There
no,
was
no.
nothing. I even looked
You don't need
because
that.
I went later last night to go click on it.
Editor's note.
And-
Logan Cooley won the Vezina. Right.
AI note. Yeah.
Did Logan Cooley win the Vezina? Yes.
Logan Cooley actually crashed into a goalpost.
Right.
In an Ontario.
The article
Civic Championship.
So, because this was trending yesterday afternoon, and it says that the article December 8th, but it doesn't have editor's notes.
Right.
We accidentally wrote Logan Cooley won
Who
Art Ross or
won?
anything.
Who won the Art Ross the year Logan Cooley won the Art Ross?
Well, I can't ask AI that because AI is going to tell me that Logan Cooley won it.
I like how that's the bug in it. It is just.
Yeah.
So it says that he won it the year before, so 2 seasons ago.
Well, who was that? Not a.
I don't even know if I think he was hurt or he was or he didn't play.
Well, apparently not. But 2 years ago, who won the Art Ross?
Kucherov won it last back-to-back years.
Well, he thinks he won it.
I'll maintain. I believe AI on this one.
You're going to go with
I'll
the Logan
blindly
Cooley?
trust. Yeah.
Sure, why not? Okay.
So yeah, he's
Well,
He's
that's a no Santa Claus moment for me because I trusted .ca.
well, and that's the thing that now it's if you, and this is just the thing that can go on a lot of websites. If you don't see a name byline,
Right.
you can't trust it fully. And actually, with that, there
We're done.
are Sports
We're
Illustrated.
done.
Sports
So
Illustrated.
when we sign off on the Hangout today, that's
Well,
it.
it's just we're
Take a knee.
we are
Take a knee.
so cooked right now.
Take a knee. Take a knee, people.
Sports Illustrated
Yes.
actually has been caught because they're in the new iteration of Sports Illustrated.
Sure
It's
they
not
are.
what it once was.
Online only.
And they've been caught with putting names up, but it's AI. That they're faking.
So they fake Rick Riley?
Well, right, but it'd be, Justin Smith
Yeah.
wrote this article, but people have pointed out that it's AI. And they're just giving them they're trying to humanize these AI so that people don't think it's AI or know that it's AI and stuff like that.
Okay.
So that's what we're going to. So where were you
on
when
that
Logan
cheery
Cool
thought.
won the Art Ross?
Where you I'm going to ask AI where I was.
When Logan Cooley
It'll know more than me.
Art Ross.
Chat GPT.
So we just skipped by. See,
Where
we got
was
waylaid by
I
this.
when
We're about to talk about the
Oilers,
Buffalo
Logan
Sabres.
Cooley
Yeah,
won
Sabres.
the Art Ross trophy.
Are you asking where you were?
Yeah.
Okay. This will be interesting.
And we'll see what it says. And then I'll ask, what year did Logan Cooley win? I don't have ChatGPT says Logan Cooley they have no credible record that he won it.
Okay, credible
So they've-
in their opinion.
Yes.
Okay? I've got CA on my side, and if they say Logan Cooley won it, I mean, we know what
Sports
CA
authority,
means.
yeah.
Yeah. Canada's
Greg
sports
Wyshynski was
leader.
on this yesterday.
Was
he? Yeah. It's a sad state of sports,
Yes.
sports media, sports journalism. and all
Wyshynski
that.
still sits in front of a piping hot laptop and grinds out his copy, correct? Yeah.
Aiden in the Nasty Chat says maybe in the AI's universe, Logan Cooley did win the art.
Sure.
And that's
I'm
who's
with,
to say?
And I'm with Aiden.
Yeah.
We don't know. Like, many people could have won. It depends which universe you're
There's
in.
like that's just it.
Imagine there's a universe out there where Stuart Johnson did not hit the uprights. They won the game, and the CFL isn't changing the rules.
Yeah.
There's that universe that's living out there in AI.
AI just
Maybe
had its
we're
universe
AI.
mixed up. Yeah, well,
Maybe we're not true.
Well, okay, now.
now let's get back to the Sabres.
Yeah, let's come back to the
let's-
safe place.
let's ground ourselves
Pickard
here.
or
Yeah,
Skinner?
yeah.
Pickard or Skinner?
Well, I think it's going to be Skinner.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna go with both on the weekend because the Oilers have 2 back-to-back weekends where they play Saturday and Sunday. Just trying to see if there's anything happening that I could see from practice. I haven't seen anything yet.
I give it to
Nothing.
Stuart Skinner.
Give it to Skins?
Skins.
Okay.
Do you have a preference?
I don't have a preference.
Okay,
Whoever
yeah.
gives them the best chance to
Well, that's
win.
the thing.
I
It's
mean,
a great
Great answer.
I mean,
yeah.
This is gonna be well. We'll see. Like Sabres got destroyed yesterday by Calgary.
sure.
They also destroyed the Oilers back in November, so the Oilers are looking to exact revenge.
Revenge game. The offense has awoken. They're back. I profess
That's
that.
boys on the bus quality offense, boys.
Well, and it
They
can,
never laugh.
it can outscore any sort of defensive or goaltending deficiencies that they do possess. So,
Right.
as long as they're
Just
scoring,
paper over
as
the
long as they're
deficiencies.
scoring, that's who they are, right?
If you get 8, we get 9. That's it. That's how Grant Fuhrer seemed to do okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and that's
Sure,
what they're
let's
supposed
do
to
it.
be for a while.
Yes.
But yeah, like at the very least, I think through all this, you just want the Oilers to be scoring goals throughout the regular season. But like,
Well, they should. I go to this line too often. When you have McDavid and Draisaitl, you don't have a lot of excuses. I mean, yes, you can have injuries, but if those two are healthy and you have largely your lineup intact, and you haven't, I mean, Nugent Hopkins, you can see the benefit of him back in the lineup. Obviously, Hyman, no kidding. You don't have a lot of built-in excuses for not producing offensively.
They own the Kraken. The Kraken stink.
Yes, easy.
They got the
plummeting.
Jets off a back-to-back. They're getting the Sabres off a back-to-back.
Yeah.
these are the parts of the schedule you have to take advantage.
You have to take advantage.
You have to
but when,
pounce
when
like
you
a
do
mongoose.
take advantage, it's seen as fake, right? Like it's
Right.
it's
Chad,
doesn't
well,
mean
yeah,
anything
it's-
because you've still lost against
Who
the
have you
Star.
beaten type
still
thing.
got crap kicked at you by the Avs. Still got the Wild game was good because you
They played well.
1-0. You play well. You can take that and you can kind of
Is there such a thing as a good loss?
There are.
that would be one.
That would be one. That would
Given the way
qualify.
they were trending
But
at
the
the
way
time.
they played.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I also like will keep going that you've seen like the boat has turned around. Like a cruise ship takes a long time to turn and all.
Sure
of that.
does.
If you go back, the results maybe weren't always there, but you could start seeing the plays there. And that's LA or Tampa Bay. They lost in overtime. Played well in that game. Beat Florida. Bad game against Dallas. Can't overlook
that's-
that one. But then beat Seattle. Good game against Minnesota. Beat Seattle. Beat Winnipeg. Over the last 7 games, they've played 6 really good hockey games.
Yep.
Like ones that you'd be happy with. And so that to me is where that's now not a small sample size.
So you're telling me there's no pressing need for Tristan Jarry?
I'm not going to go.
I went there.
You went there. I stand by this is that I wouldn't touch goaltending during this season, even though I think they need to address goaltending. But I think with the cap space where it is, you're not getting a goalie that's going to fit in your cap space without having to give up extra assets to retain or something.
Fair.
That with the cap situation in the summer where the Oilers are going to have a lot of cap space coming up,
That's where it's at.
I would go do it then, where you might also be able to get a goalie that a team's not willing to part with right now because they're in the middle of a season that they might be willing to part with in the summer. Like that to me is when, if I'm Stan Bowman or Jeff Jackson, that's when I would go deal with it. Even though I look at this season and go, we probably need to address it this season, but I'm not going to risk, I'm looking at it more, the next 2 years are more Stanley Cup or bust than this year. This year, to me, was always going to be a little bit of a drop down a little bit, retool, Like retreat
You
a little
played
bit.
2 long seasons.
You retreat a little bit. You retool. You refuel up. You get all that to get ready to go back out for another 2 seasons. And look, not saying you try to lose or anything like that, but I'm not giving up all my assets or any assets to fight for this season, which might hurt me for the next 2 seasons.
Right. It's a logical take.
And I understand
One that I
that,
think,
but
one that I
which
think
means
most
you'll
people
have no support.
Most people quietly agree with, but again, it gets tough to. And you're right. You're not tanking.
No.
you're not going out there.
and I understand there are still going to be some out there be like, no, you can't waste any years of McDavid's been held long. And I get that part. I can't.
But you're
there's
juicing
no
up
real-
for the next 2, not the.
I feel like you got to do a better job of juicing up for the next 2. Now, whether you trust the guys to go juice it up for the next 2 is a different story.
Sure.
That's a different conversation. That they're
Yeah,
going to use those.
you're trusting management. You're
Yes.
talking about this.
Are
Yeah.
they going to be
Oh,
able to use the assets properly? Are they going to be able to use the cap space properly? Are they going to do the right things? That's a entirely different conversation. But they were left with this goal. They were.
Have you seen enough of Stan Bowman to not have faith? And I'm asking this as a broad question.
There's a lot of people that don't have faith in him. Right?
Okay, and that based on the Trent Frederick.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Okay.
Even
The
Murray.
fact that they didn't do anything about goaltending.
Murray's
this year.
relationship with the Blackhawks, and he watched what he takes it back a bit to his prior,
Right.
and which is fair. I mean, Murray is dialed into he watches how that organization has kind of evolved, so that's his thought anyway. But
There's a lot of people that didn't want him hired for the
Yes,
two reasons. And there was the
know.
situation that happened with Kyle Beach and all that. There was that there, but then there was a lot of Oilers fans I remember at the time even going, take that aside, like as bad, like not trying to downplay that,
Right.
But take that
Put it
aside,
over
even
there.
from a hockey perspective,
Yes.
he's a terrible general manager. He's not that good. Like, and that there was a lot of people that had that thought of when Stan Bowman was hired, which there were a lot of mistakes that ended up happening in Chicago. I don't think there's a lot of faith right now that Stan Bowman is the answer. And then if you look at Jeff Jackson,
it's a team.
he's a guy that went swinging hard last July 1st, not this year, this one, the one prior. Everyone was very happy that day, but left them open for the Holloway Broberg offer sheets. And then of those signings, not many really hit.
No.
There was a lot of swings and misses on those ones. So I do think that
Easy
there
to
was
write checks, harder to write the right checks to the right people.
Yeah, and it's also easy to write checks when you're throwing no movement clauses into every single one of them,
Yeah.
which then makes it a lot harder to move on from players.
I knew I should have taken one here.
A no movement?
I was offered, but I turned it down.
Oh, you said no?
I said
Whatever is easiest for you, Dustin.
I can be off the books. Yeah, it's like
I wanted like the most complicated ones. If I ever had like a contract, like I want not like just a no move clause. Like I want a no move clause, but with like a 2-team trade list
so
for a
convoluted.
month, and then
Yes.
one team for a different month. But it can't be of the 2 teams that I had the prior month.
It's got to be an
And then,
NBA.
like-
There's like
yeah, and reasons why.
Just
attached.
completely
Fully
all
descript.
over the place.
Yeah. Release that.
This
That's
year,
really
I'm for
obscure
6
stuff.
months. It's back to no move
Sure.
clause. But then for 1 month, I've got a 16-team no trade list. But it only could be teams.
so
in,
LeBron. He's got to imagine a LeBron deal.
Yeah,
I know we can't say LeBron around Dusty. He gets all twitchy.
There's also only like 2 or 3 no trade clauses in the NBA.
Good. And look how much fun the NBA is with their deals.
Also, think how wild that is too. That a Trent Frederick has trade protection, and I don't know, like
Yes.
a Giannis does not.
Yeah. Well,
That's right. You could
Is it-
call Giannis off the court and say, got a minute? And they walk you down the hall.
that's it.
And, whoever the Bucks Stan Bowman is goes, how do you like New Orleans?
Right?
You mean as a place to visit? Oh, it's great. No, to play for the Pelicans.
Yeah. Are you a Pelican?
You're now a
you're
Pelican.
Now a Pelican.
And one side to that though, is players have a lot more power there. That they could also just be like, "You traded me there. I ain't playing there."
Right.
And then like,
Get me Rich Paul on the phone now.
but they really could. They could go trade
Yes, I
Giannis.
understand.
He wants out. Yeah, we'll send you somewhere. Good. Enjoy Memphis.
I won't. He says. And then
And then
But-
just sits there in your office and stares at you.
But you think so many of these guys should have that in their contract.
Yes.
They don't have, but then the NHL, like everyone gets one, which is just ridiculous.
Well, I can't argue against it.
It's
I mean,
almost just lazy GMing.
and look, I'm all about making sure the players, because for too many years, you guys are too young to remember when they were They had little protection and they were moved at will. But you're right. I mean, the idea that Trent Frederick could stare you down over a table and go, no, not going.
But from a fan's point of view, screw the protection.
Yeah. I want selfishly the chaos.
You want the action and the chaos.
There's a lot of people that do watch the NBA without watching an NBA game.
Of course.
Yes. Yeah.
They want the soap opera. They just want the drama, and that's all they follow.
Yeah.
Soccer is one of those leagues where the rumor mill that is going in soccer
churns.
all year. Like the conversations about next summer windows are going on and things like that and upcoming. And there's also a lot of garbage that goes out there. But it keeps the conversation
we love eating
going.
garbage,
Yeah,
Matty.
love eating the garbage.
Hey,
it's a part of the
belly up to
balanced
the bar.
diet. Yeah.
But also like now the player has a little more say in that one too, but they could just go wherever they want. Like anything can happen in those.
They're driving the ship. It's great.
And there's movement.
And it never stops.
And there's players going all over the place. And it's what people enjoy. It's back to the CFL. Like
Well, that's
there
what I'm
is a
saying.
line of you need
interest,
to
and then dollars follow,
and the negative attachment to CFL and the length of it. I get it to a point. Like I get there's both sides, and I get the other side to it. But I just think the craziness of CFL, that's what I want.
Hockey's gone too far where there's no movement.
Yeah.
Almost.
You're all,
like free agency used to be
Very
a fun
safe.
day where there were a couple of names. There's not a lot, but you have
But a few days
three
at
or
12:60 when we had the frenzy shows, and you're like,
But you'd have 3-4 big names that would hit the market.
Yeah.
You would hear about the meetings with teams. They're sitting in their office in LA and teams are rolling through with their presentations.
Yes.
We don't get any of that anymore.
No.
Like there's the big blockbuster trades are like, hey,
James
look, we
Duffy
got
throwing it to
Rantanen was at least traded twice
we got
last
another
year.
8 hours
but
to fill.
Right.
With
there's a line that like we need to. The CFL needs to find a way to take a few less from hitting the markets. The NHL needs to find a little bit more player movement.
right.
And that NBA
Can't
could just
argue
be with
against that.
whatever
No.
it was, whatever they want to do.
they can keep doing what they're.
Yeah, we'll see where Giannis goes.
Yeah. I like how Giannis and Trent Frederick find themselves
In
the same conversation.
Yeah.
Never again will they be in the
What
same
universe is that
conversation.
happening in AI? Eh?
Yeah.
Hey,
Although Keith Pelly's
that.
getting ripped right now for firing Masai Ujiri or moving on from him. With Giannis now wanting to move,
yeah.
Oh,
that
yes.
was always
the
there was
linchpin.
always a
Right.
connection there
That's right.
with their global work.
Correct.
And now all of a sudden Giannis isn't there, or Masai's not there, so maybe Toronto could have gotten in there, apparently. But he wants Knicks or maybe Lakers. Truthfully, I don't know if I want him on the
Again,
Lakers.
two markets that sure need a hand up.
Well, the
Hey?
Knicks especially.
Yes.
They
I don't want to give up Austin Reeves. He's been great. If they could do it without giving up Austin Reeves, I'd take the deal.
dealing from
do
a
it.
position of some power.
To one degree.
Yeah.
If the price involved LeBron James, I might be willing to do it
Oh no.
as a Laker
Take
fan.
it up with the boss.
Well, he's not a Laker fan. He wouldn't be a Laker fan anymore.
He will now be a Buck fan,
He would be a Buck fan, at
which
that
I would
point.
love. I love Dustin Nielsen, Bucks fan.
I'm a Laker, so for the
And
Lakers,
then he'll say, "I always love the Bucks."
He's got all the merchandise. Like he's
Oh.
got the Heat, he's got the Cavs twice.
Yes.
Lakers now, but I want Dustin as a Bucks fan. I don't. That's a cool.
if I'm looking long term for the Lakers, LeBron doesn't have much left.
Well, right.
This might be it.
Oh, that's
with
what
the
you
Lakers.
say.
But even with the Lakers, it might be it.
Yeah.
And you got the LeBron
If you have
Jr.
a Luka and a Giannis and an Austin Reeves trio for the next 5 years or something, you're in a decent spot. Although there's still OKC. I don't know how you deal with OKC.
You don't
Actually, with that,
step back and you just
we're getting
watch
close to the Northern Star Award being announced. That should be coming up soon. Canadian Athlete of the Year, formerly Lou Marsh.
right. Correct. Well, who are the other candidates here?
It's going to be SGA.
Yeah. Well, it
should be.
Yes.
It should be. I mean. Again, I know I'm probably skipping by somebody out there that
No, but it almost feels
amazing
bad
stuff.
having other candidates. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
NBA
you want to be on that?
NBA Final MVP, NBA title.
Come on now.
And I don't know the last time
Come
that
on
happened.
now.
I forgot
Global
the last time that
sport.
happened.
Yeah, up against an Olympic rower or something. You know,
Yeah.
and nothing against the
Not at all.
accomplishments,
I
but you're
understand where
kind
you're
of
going.
it's a
I understand where you're
stacked
going.
card.
I just
there.
don't know when that one happens. We also we always used to have, it was great because Bruce
Bruce
Arthur
was
was
on
part
the
of
voting,
it.
as was Duffy.
Duffy, and we'd have them around that time, and they'd
Yeah.
always discuss the process and how it is.
Oh, there'd be some robust discussion in there, right?
And they've also talked about in the years past, there'd be some where that like we had discussions, but really it was like, I'm assuming if we had them on this shit, it'd be like, but really
It's
it
a
just
rubber
came back to
stamp.
SGA.
Yeah.
It was very quick. It was very easy. We just kept going back
There's
to SGA.
the one guy though that
Oh, sure.
votes.
A special
There's always
interest.
going to be a
Yes.
Yeah.
The outlier.
They don't say when it's going to go out.
How about that javelin guy from, the Maritimes?
Yeah,
And you
or
go,
it's like
okay.
a Quebec. Like
Yeah.
it's yeah.
Michael Kingsbury won it a few years ago, which no one knew who that was, but he was a mogul, Canadian mogul.
Yes.
See, he picked his year. You gotta pick those quiet years where you
And
just
right,
gotta,
he
I'm
was-
gonna really
shoot
get
up the
into
And
it.
he was dominant.
Yeah,
sure.
But no one knew who he was or what he was doing.
Fair.
Do you remember John Cornish when he won? And they interviewed him?
Yes. At the bank.
Yes. He was
that's
at
right.
TD.
He was pulling a shift and
Yes.
TD on the
Yes.
counter.
Yeah. And they pulled him outside and he did the interview talking about winning the top Canadian athlete of the
Hello,
year.
my
Yeah.
name is.
Yes.
I only have a half an hour.
Yes.
I have,
And because I remember the B-roll involved him as a teller,
Right.
dealing with a customer.
And they're like, can you cover for me? I've just got to go and do 10 interviews.
Really?
He's got to go back to the lunchroom. He's got to go back to the lunchroom and go, hey, guys, remember I told you about the thing? Can someone cover? I just got to go out and talk to Canadian press.
And you just got that one person who's just so upset.
CP's outside.
He said Donna Spencer is out front.
And that guy that is just like the worst to him, just like
He doesn't
you
get it at
owe
all.
me. You owe me two shifts covered or something. Like he's bartering or
is this
something.
about your football again? Yeah.
Cornish's
see if I can
lunch
find
remains in
that.
the fridge, untouched.
With
Yeah.
his name on it. Sticky.
It is just one of the best videos if you can
Yes.
find it still.
Well, it humanized the football player.
Yeah, John Cornish when he was the big recipient of the at the time Lou Marsh Award, pulling a shift at TD down in Calgary. He's often at Stamps games still.
Oh, yeah.
Around. I think he was up here for.
It came up for
a little
that Labor Day rematch stuff.
He retired really young.
Not
He was
a
like
bad
31
thing.
or something.
Yeah. Well, he had
But
a
in
bank
that
job.
position. Right? Those are hard years.
That's true, but
Hard on the body.
Harris went for a while. Now
Yes, he-
you could argue was caught with PEDs.
Yeah.
Brady, I wonder how long Brady goes. Just to kind of go back to football here.
We talked about him this morning, but the Andrew Luck story is always one that I like to
yeah.
sit back and smoke a pipe and just relive that because that's got in, did his thing,
I am out.
see ya.
Take my Stanford
I
education.
kinda like-
he's
yeah,
gone back to
exactly.
Stanford.
Yeah,
now
he's
to
in
run
charge
that
of their.
program.
Yeah, he's
Is
running their
he
football
the-
program in a sense.
Is it just football or is he all the sports? No, football.
Yeah, I think
He's like their GM.
Yes, because
Yeah, right.
football's going to a level of that pro stuff where you're
Yes.
GM and stuff.
Yeah.
And that Civil War account is still live on X. It's still like
Still moves
to my mother. Yeah.
Yes. Dear mother.
Administrative career. He's the general manager of Stanford Cardinal football.
Right.
As one of his first acts, he fired head coach Troy Taylor on March of 2025 after two incidents investigation the latter's conduct towards female staffers.
Well, that'll do it. New sheriff in town.
Yeah.
Troy.
Yeah.
Do you have a minute?
Oh, Frank Reich went there as an intern. Why aren't they keeping him as a full-time coach this year?
Andrew needs to see more out of him.
Luck likes
Former
to keep
quarterback?
the options. Yeah. He's
Frank?
Frank
Yeah,
Reich, yeah.
My former Colts head coach?
Yes.
Because he was with the Eagles prior to that, I think.
He would have coached Luck
Probably.
in Indy. Fair?
There's just so many changes sometimes. They did a lot of changes.
Gotta keep up.
And now we'll see what happens to the Colts because they have no Daniel Jones. And again, you're bringing in a 44-year-old, potentially Phillip Rivers as a backup option. You've kind of seen that season tank a little bit.
back up for now.
Give up
now.
two first round picks for
He'll get,
Sauce
that,
Gardner.
he'll get that
and-
playbook. Give him
You just hold
2
it up
days.
to his skull.
He's
Just hold it. I
smart
got
man,
it.
yeah.
Just download it and
big
then
white
go.
shoes, like just
and an
a real
arm
throwback.
and the play wristband goes up to his shoulder.
up to
It's just one entire thing of plays.
I got this.
Yeah, guys, you know the play.
Yeah, -5 rushing yards and
Looks around. Where's Antonio Gates in this huddle?
Where's-
3 hours ago from Albert Breer, the
Yes.
Colts worked Phillip Rivers out last night. Rivers showed clearly he can still throw the ball, which you'd expect, is what Albert added in brackets. He added that little.
Which you'd expect.
Yeah. Rivers has stayed in fighting shape the last few years, coaching high school and working with NFL and college quarterbacks. Indy's mulling things over.
Mulled wine.
What?
I
mean, what's that conversation like around the Rivers table? Kids, and there's like 12 of them. Shh, Daddy's got to talk.
don't they live in the RV? Didn't they drive around
But
in
and
an
then
RV?
and then he just pitches it to the family, and they put it to a vote. Should Daddy go and play football?
That
And
was,
they say,
that was
Does he-
cheaper by the dozen, except that without the vote.
Yeah.
That was Bonnie Hunt and Steve Martin looking at the 12 kids and going, I'm taking a football job in Chicago. We're moving.
Right,
And they all
but-
had to move.
Yeah.
But is that how they do it in the Rivers household? I'd just be fascinated as how you arrive at,
I don't think it's so much a democracy as it is Philip
just
stands
says,
up at the dinner table and
It's 10 kids.
I have an announcement to make.
Daddy has to go to
I'm
Indianapolis.
taking my talents. Yeah, we're loading the RV and we're
I've
off.
talked to the Ursay, the daughters,
Yeah.
and we're gonna do this.
Yeah, this is cheaper by the dozen, basically.
Yeah.
They have 7 daughters, 3 sons, and at least 1 grandchild, according to his Wikipedia
Yeah,
page.
his sons' name are Gunnar, Peter, and Andrew. We figured that out on the show.
Gunner's the oldest son.
Yeah.
He was the starting quarterback in high school back in 23.
Gunnar Rivers. Eh?
Wow, that's a hell of a name.
That
like-
jumps off a depth chart there.
Sure, it does.
And didn't they just have another kid?
yes.
Like, it was recent. Mm-hmm. Oh, Hallie, Caroline, Grace, Gunnar, Sarah, Peter, Rebecca, Claire, Anna, and Andrew. Those are their 10 children, according to people.com, because they'd be on top of those things. That's how things go.
His foot speed, never a great asset.
in
sundial,
brackets as expected.
as expected. I mean, it would be methodical.
no,
right?
yeah, it's going back to playing NFL. Like, what would
Yeah.
it be? He's a vintage of.
Sure.
And I want it for the modern day.
You're not stretching to get that first down.
No,
You're not. You're getting to the sideline or just saying screw it and just spike it.
it's a jog, and then throwing the ball. Yeah, just kind of
Just
into the dirt.
yeah, mall walking.
Portions of this hour of the Hangout, they are brought to you by the High Product Marketing, official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Promotional products that bring the buzz. Check them out, thehighproductmarketing.com. We have the EST shop stocked up with some items still left, which we got from the High Product Marketing. Also, the Nasty Club bundles, they are available. Hive did a great job with that. If you are a Nasty Club member and you haven't selected whether you're doing pickup or shipping, please go to the Nasty Club. Exclusive offers, click in there and select pickup or shipping, as that is now available to be picked up. Or today I'll be shipping out the first bunch of those.
Could someone walk in to the studio and swipe and purchase a yellow toque like that?
Wouldn't that
We
be
have
something?
one left yellow,
Oh,
and it's not. We don't have swipe. It's e-transfer cash.
one of those.
I'm
Hey,
not set up for those ones.
okay.
Yet.
Just wondered.
But they could come in during off, and
Someone
we have
just
a
go
few left.
Tap and then run out.
We actually
Right.
had a Tara the Wig lady and her husband. They were in yesterday and they bought something.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
so it did happen. Champions League action today.
Okay.
Oh.
This is
Uh-oh.
well, this is today and tomorrow is a question.
Earmuffs.
More, so, well, this is for Eric. Alonso or Slot? Who's got more pressure going into these two games?
It's Alonso because
Yeah.
it's been publicly stated, apparently. So they visit Manchester City tomorrow, I do believe.
they're tomorrow.
And anything less than a win, I think is what I read.
They're home to City.
They're home to City.
They're home. Yep, they're home to City. Liverpool's in Milan.
Yes. No, it's yeah. Slot still has the backing apparently from upper management, and Alonso's on thin ice. So I'll say easy answer, Alonso. Sobe Kirk as well in the nasty chat via Tony Brar.
Oh.
Skinner is starting tonight. Smiley face.
Yeah.
So
Hey. Rest easy, Edmonton.
I just wanted to take it back.
Yeah, no, please.
You got to bring it
It's-
back.
I answered
bring
your-
it back
We've
to
got
the oil.
the
Bring it
wrestling
back to the oil.
Yeah.
7 o'clock, GCLD's Ulster pregame show
Yes.
is going to start at 6 as Tommy and Benny will get you set. Oilers and Sabres. The Oilers are favorites, obviously, going into this one, ready to exact revenge. And where would they be tonight? They currently sit top spot, in a top wild card spot. A win tonight would put them only 2 points back. The LA Kings for third in the Pacific, although Edmonton would have played one more game.
And you saw that Ken Holland gave his tacit support to his head coach.
Hiller in.
Yes.
Yeah, I
And
love that.
...
DeBoer waits.
Yes,
DeBoer is still sitting behind. He's up there.
There's a charter plane just warming up.
And he doesn't know where he's going yet, but he's going somewhere.
Backpacked, 4 suits.
With Pete DeBoer, it comes down to where's he flying to after Milan? That's the question.
If they get to Milan. Now, are we going to get into this?
We'll get into that right away. But
Let's go.
He's the only coach. Like he's on the coach staff, but he doesn't coach right now. It's a perfect asset for Team Canada to just be focused on Team Canada.
Yes.
He has kind of mentioned that as such. You'd have to wonder if he's going after Milan, who would want him. But I'll say, like, my favorite is I saw Pierre LeBrun spoke to Ken Holland. He says, my coach isn't going anywhere. What is he supposed to say, though?
I want exactly.
Like, what is what is Ken Holland
Another
going to
universe
sit
Ken
there?
Holland.
I know what you'd like Ken to say where they catch him. And remember when he was with Detroit, you could phone in the receptionist and go, yeah, just hang on, he's right here.
Ken is so
he talks
gracious
a lot.
in his verbal diary.
Hey, Pierre, how are you? No, I don't know about the coach. And then
we take that and just run with it.
Take it. And LeBron says, Holland, undecided on him. And you're like,
if there's one GM that you could get that response,
you could maybe catch him?
It'd be old Kenny.
But it's always my favorite report. The GM outright says coach is okay. Yeah, because he's not having a press conference right now saying he fired the coach. Right. That's when they say the other thing.
Yes.
That's when they sit there and go, this coach isn't our coach anymore. It's publicly in a big press conference. They don't like...
Which is why you brought up the Real Madrid thing, which I find interesting. Like, you have, like, this is it. Like, the ultimatum is down. Like, you
win.
But if you call Perez the president and, like, on the record, if Fabrizio calls him, he's probably going to be told he's our coach.
He will say something else.
You have things behind. You have sources saying things behind.
But to
the
say
scenes.
like if you win that game, but then you lose 5, well then who cares really? Like
watch. Like Hiller easily could be fired next week still.
Sure.
Right? Like Ken Holland famously said that he doesn't make in-season changes.
Yes, that's his
there
thing.
was a big press conference in January. I remember it.
Yes.
Where he outright, there was a question asked to him, which kind of, I remember the question where it was kind of a snide question towards fans of the Oilers who wanted a coaching change. And it was like, well, fans want to change, but why is that not a good idea type thing? It was along those lines. I'm paraphrasing, but it's like, tell them why they're stupid.
Okay. Well, that's always a good approach.
And Ken Holland says, I don't make changes. I don't do that. And then all of a sudden, Dave Tippett was out. I
don't make changes
3
regardless.
Weeks later, and Jay Woodcroft was the new head coach of the Edmonton Oilers, and the change happened.
But being so cemented, to think he's so cemented. Like I'll stand by. My coach loses 60 in a row. I don't make changes.
Yeah.
And I don't do it.
I got his
And
back.
nothing will change me.
Never.
In a business such as this, nothing will shake me from that.
And that's one of the reasons why I just love whenever I see the quotes from any GM, coach is safe.
Coach is safe.
Yeah.
Well, at the end of brackets
Awesome.
for now.
Yeah, like
awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, eyes emoji.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like those things. You want to talk about the Milan rink? What? So construction ending February 12th, and the first game February 5th. I don't see what's wrong. They have 2 days in the buffer.
You've seen, I'm guessing, the story that is circulating that Bill Daly only learned last week.
Yeah, about the rink size.
Though the rink size.
But the WHF says it has no issues.
Right, and then but the Blues GM has known for some time, like since September.
Yeah, Doug Armstrong there was a comment made of apparently that he knew it was going to be different or something, but I don't know. There's a lot of weirdness going on.
Not for air.
Oh no.
Oh, jeez. I thought we had a break.
No, I
know. I thought there was a break.
No, this was a while ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I mean, unless you're there working on the girders and the beams.
My question is, what does it mean if it's not done? Like, what are we talking about? It's not done.
Move the whole thing to Quebec City.
Well, not that, but like,
somebody suggested Edmonton.
Well, how about we do it in Quebec City? They don't have a team right now, although they should. And we'll just play it there.
You just
at the Videotron Center or whatever it's called.
If they ever had to do something, there's rinks in Europe you could go to.
Sure.
You'd playing in smaller barns. But I just don't like. What are we talking about? It's not done. Are we talking about seats aren't in? Are we talking about the ice can't be made? Like, what is the level? Because Sochi was still doing a bunch of crap to their stadiums as the opening ceremonies were happening.
Sure.
So I'm curious to what this means. The locker room's not done. Like,
We can get by with things being not done.
if it's not great for spectators,
Give me
okay,
2 nets
whatever.
and a
How does that
nice-
impact the NHL players type thing?
Yeah.
Can they play? Do they have locker rooms? Are they of a standard? That's what really the only thing that
The
matters.
ice is the critical thing, right? Not even the size of it.
No.
Is it up to the standards for the best players in the world? Because
Safety.
ice ain't easy.
No, I guess okay. That might be the big thing then. There's no test
it
of the
safe?
ice. That's fair.
You know, if they can't guarantee the best,
You're sending your assets over there, and
So what? Everyone's gonna have a 2-week break. We just won't have hockey at the Olympics.
can you imagine? Can you imagine?
that'll go over swimmingly.
Oh no! They'll cobble together like a Traverse City tournament. You know,
A bubble.
Yeah.
But that's where it would not come to Edmonton. I'm sorry.
No, people have pipe dreams.
I know
Like,
it's going to Montreal.
throw the game here.
If you had to, it'd be Montreal, and they would
Toronto.
find. But then you'd have to deal with the Raptors schedule or Celtics schedule. Like Four Nations was Montreal, Boston.
Yes.
They're going to do something like that. East Coast, in those cities, they're not going to want it in Edmonton.
No. I'm just.
It's fascinating.
I'm reading what I read online.
No, I know.
But we have no insight.
But it's also
no
like,
knowledge.
Red Deer.
it's like Edmonton's going to get MLS.
Oh no, yeah.
There's an article about MLS teams.
Well, they were the
or
last-
MLS interest watching what's happening in Vancouver with the Whitecaps.
It was the last city
and it was
mentioned,
like
yeah.
Phoenix and Vegas and Indy, and then all of a sudden and Edmonton, and we're like, what?
And we both cocked an eyebrow at that one.
I
Yeah,
said, pardon?
Steve Sandor wrote a piece on it for the Journal, Post Media, and talked to Tim Shipton. Like, yeah, we're not interested right now. Like,
well, that's
there was
the Ken
interest in
Holland.
the past.
He's not gonna show all his cards.
Not interested for now.
For now.
With that, somebody did say in the Nasty Chat earlier that there was another concert announcement. I don't know what that one was.
Another.
Foo Fighters again?
They're coming back.
It's
In
the
the
only
round.
concert
Now they're in
announcement
the
now that you
round.
get. Yeah, there's really no other band out there nowadays. That
Well, we got 3 at Commonwealth this year.
Yes,
They're coming
we
up.
do.
Metallica.
And I guarantee this. There will be the morning after, or maybe the night of the concert, one of the concerts,
Yep.
and people will complain about the concourses at
Yes,
Commonwealth
yeah.
and how crowd flow is terrible
Yeah.
and the concessions and the
Concessions, yeah, and it was too much money.
Yeah.
I didn't know when I paid how expensive it would be for the.
Right. Can we agree that, that will happen?
Touch them all.
There might be a little less for these ones because the crowd skews a little more to there's likely people that have gone to Elks games to a degree. And there is a thing of people that go to a place all the time, they know how to get around the stadium. So like now it's been a long time since Commonwealth was kind of at the same level like
course.
of being packed, but you knew how to walk. And that was like Winnipeg.
State of the wall.
Well, in Winnipeg, I was just there for the Grey Cup, and there was a point where it was completely jam-packed. There was a
The pinch
traffic
point.
jam.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of Bombers fans around going, this has not happened all year. And they were sold out all year. And they're like, this hasn't happened all year. But there's a lot of people that just didn't know how to wire. They're just standing there. They wanted to look at something, and it caused those problems.
Wade Miller. They're like,
Wade Miller was trying to direct traffic there.
I'm sure he was.
He came down, and I saw him.
had
I was
the
like,
batons
people,
in the
you
parking
stand there.
lot.
You walk this way. It was like Wade Miller was actually fully trying to do the stuff.
I never
I
met the
respect
man. I've
him.
watched him play. I got a ton of respect.
Yeah.
But
What he
that's where it's
does
like maybe
stuff.
there's people that know
and he could move a line like he,
also where the washrooms are, where things are,
Yeah,
so that
I
they could
understand.
go a little quicker. That maybe we get a few less of those, but no, you're right. We'll get them. And then a conversation will come back
Well,
to
and then-
what's happened with Commonwealth. And unfortunately, we're not
nothing.
getting the World Cup next year, but I did see a
Deal
rumbling
with it.
online of Canada is trying to get Uzbekistan to play a friendly in Edmonton or Ottawa this upcoming
Okay.
this upcoming year in advance of the World Cup.
you go to a friendly. I'll go to probably check out a friendly.
Yeah, I still want to go to a couple of games.
I know. Oh, you're still holding out. Yeah, you want to. Yeah, and this is not a work related thing here. You were going as a Voyager,
citizen.
A Voyager.
Well, and the
World,
thing is,
yeah.
the Voyagers don't even get tickets.
No, but you will
There's
be
no-
repping if you go.
it's-
Yeah.
Like every World Cup, there's always the supporters group get their section. They had it for Qatar,
No,
but
man,
now
as a purist, this is going to. And you heard about the commercial
I was
breaks now
about to
too.
add,
Yeah.
FIFA is North Americanizing soccer before our eyes, and it's awful.
Soccer, they call it here. That's
Well-
Dave, not football.
We have North American ticket pricing now. which is awful.
Yes.
Which UEFA gladly said for the 2028 Euros, it's not happening this way.
Okay.
They've cut back on
Now,
that.
North American pricing is expensive.
Yeah.
Okay.
They don't do that, and a very hard to get to surge pricing. So they've already bumped up ticket prices from one window to the next window, whereas that generally doesn't happen. Like if you compare Copa America from a couple of years ago in the Euros, they were happening at the exact same time, and Europeans were seeing the prices that North Americans were paying. Going, what the hell are you guys doing? Like
We're such
Whoa.
marks. We'll just pay like we.
You want to play on our soil? You pay the price.
Yeah, and we will pay.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We'll whatever you want.
And like it.
Yes,
And
we'll
you'll
that's
love
the
it.
thing.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
FIFA's doing that. They're taking advantage of all of us, and we'll pay.
Well, it's professional.
Now, can we just get to naming the teams properly?
Well, these are countries, though. We're talking about
It
the
doesn't
countries.
matter.
Oh, you want to
Give
give like
them
the
names.
Colombian?
New York Cosmos. Keep going.
But
The San
now,
Jose Earthquakes.
Sure.
Give them real names, not FC Sporting.
The FCs. I like when they
Get
use
rid
it
of it.
properly though.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
go
Come on.
FCs.
Go. Yes. Go.
but now FIFA there's over the last couple of years, soccer has gone away of hydration breaks for really hot weather. It's 40 degrees. We're going to take a break at this mark so people can get a little bit of water because it's really hot.
Sure.
And they're concerned about that for this upcoming World Cup. But now, instead of doing what they've done in past World Cups, which is, or tournaments,
It was dependent
where
on the
it's-
temperature of the game
If
and
the
every- yeah.
temperature is there, we're going to do it for this game. They've just said, no, every game's having a hydration break at the 25-minute mark or whatever.
Yeah.
So and we're going to take a 3-minute hydration break.
End
which
of the quarter.
now adds commercial time and
Yeah. Burger King, have it your
and
way.
breaks and the change, and this is causing people in soccer going, we don't want this. We want actually on top of this, Infantino, the president of FIFA, has announced a Super Bowl style halftime show coming for this. People around the world are pissed off because they're like, halftime's 15 minutes. We don't want this. Halftime should stay 15 minutes.
don't want-
The
But what about Bad Bunny?
we are here to watch soccer. We are well, football to them. We are here to watch the.
No,
to
I'm here for Bad Bunny.
We are here to crown the world.
You wanna be
champion.
entertained.
This is the event.
Give me Doja
A
Cat.
billion people watch this every 4 years,
Yeah,
and they're going,
but
"We don't
that's-
want this." And now you're North Americanizing. So a lot of,
Sure,
but now
but-
we're adding commercial breaks.
Yeah.
We're now going to quarters.
What's
in a
the
sense.
next thing?
Well, they want
Fantasy or not that you can see them implement? Like
Wenger, who was in charge of FIFA for a while, like of coming up with ideas, he wanted to do 60-minute soccer matches. They were going to go from
now
90 to
we're
60,
talking.
but they were going to have start-stop. So when the ball goes out,
Yes.
clock stops.
Sure.
When it's thrown back in, clock
Love it.
starts.
I like it. Yeah. We got to make it palatable for the.
Sure.
Yeah. It can't be different.
Dumb it
yeah.
down
yeah.
to the point where it's it's not even recognizable.
No. Yeah. And instead of playing the anthems, they have people coming out and singing them.
Yeah.
We could have artists.
Doing all that.
Well, that
Jason
works well.
Aldean singing the Colombian anthem, which I don't even know if it has any words, but whatever. He can hum it.
George Canyon. I mean, there's no
Let's keep it going.
Brett Kissel. Thank you.
It's
T-shirt can
and just and just
kit cannon.
it's been fascinating watching the outrage from around the world to this World Cup.
Well, not their sport anymore. Once we got it,
Yeah, exactly.
we'll take it from here.
Yeah.
That's North America saying to the world,
Take a
Nice
seat,
work.
Earth. Yeah.
nice work to this point.
To this point.
We'll take it from here.
We just love ruining things.
Yeah.
Like if
Hey, what about a new trophy?
might as well.
Current one's a little
Yeah.
small. I think we could really kind of
You can't do much with that.
make a real big one.
Make it massive.
Huge.
Here, take the Grey Cup. And
Like
breaks.
it's we
Or the
just
Vanier.
we take
I don't
all
mind a
these
good plate.
things and
Oh,
some,
like
like
tennis?
yeah.
Or the Preakness?
Yeah,
Don't they have a
the community
plate?
shield?
Yeah.
You get a big plate.
man with the beard with the extreme temps. I don't mind the hydration breaks during the Club World
No,
Cup. One
yeah.
of the clubs had their subs sit in the dressing room the whole first half due to temperatures, which is what we're probably going to see in this. I agree with hydration
The
breaks.
hydration breaks are fine.
If
when
they're
needed.
necessary.
Yeah.
If we are talking about a game being played in 35-degree weather down in Houston or wherever it is, I get that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The idea that they're now mandatory.
These are baked in.
Like we're having hydration breaks in BC at a Vancouver stadium that is domed. That if it is too hot, they could just close the dome and play indoors.
And it's called a hydration break, but it's actually a commercial break because
It's
it's
now
going
gonna
to
be a commercial break.
You know, yeah. And so you, as a manager, you could strategize and play up to that point, knowing that you're going to have a
How's that going to
guaranteed
work?
break.
Is it going to be a hard stop? Is it going to be like the ref's discretion when they blow it fully moving
Do you have
forward?
stoppage time going into those breaks?
Are we going to
doctor, medical
We going to have an
oversight.
extra 1 minute
1
stoppage
minute.
time? Like,
But I'm thirsty
How are we
now.
going to fully change this?
Aye.
Because before, like, if everyone now every manager has this in them where
Exactly.
they can now strategize for that.
You're
as
playing to a
opposed
point.
to okay.
prior to Sean Payton that couldn't figure out the clock. The clock
Vic Fangio?
manager. No, it was the other wizard that they brought in.
Not Josh McDaniel.
No, Denver Broncos head coach that was there. I think it was Hackett.
Hackett. I think you're right.
Yes.
There.
And just couldn't.
Nathaniel or Nathan Hackett? Was it Nathaniel?
Yeah, I think it was Nathaniel.
Yeah, it was Nathaniel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then got in his own head. Like, he
Right.
started
And just,
trying to figure.
there's just no way.
Never got the concept of time.
No.
really. Like just time
was
in general.
merely
is
a
like a-
sort of a loose thing.
It is just a construct. Eh?
Hey, coach, the clock is saying that.
Is it?
Not to me.
What?
Okay, well, we just took another time count.
Did we now?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'd like to look at the film. Okay.
Man with a beard, 16. Hydration breaks have never been a hard stop. It's usually just a stoppage roughly midway through the half. Right, but
Yes.
but the thing was you didn't know that it was happening necessarily. Now every manager can plan for this.
Yeah.
And you have to be prepared as a sport to go, well, how do we deal with these managers that are just gonna
Because they will always
there's going to
game
be a
the
manager
system.
that's going to try to
Yes.
game this
Yes,
now because
right.
they know it's a thing.
You have a break.
How
If
can
things
we,
aren't working, you got until at
how
this
can
point.
we
Yeah.
game this in a
Right.
way? Whereas before, you didn't know it was going to be hydration break planning until you got to game day. And you're now not going to throw your game plan out the window to a degree fully. Every manager now is sitting there going, how can I use this to my advantage?
Well, you have 4 quarters.
How
you
can-
know for a fact that you can.
How can I find a way to benefit from this? In
okay.
what way can I do this that we're not thinking of, that none of us are going to be thinking of?
No, 'cause it's
then
not
you
our job.
And then you'll have to find a way to react to that. And that's why
Yeah.
I know how they've been doing it,
Okay.
but are they going to have to change it because of the way managers are doing that? There's also, by the way, African Cup of Nations is coming up in a week or so. Great
The
football
AFCON.
incoming, says Sobe Kirk. It is actually such a fun tournament.
The AFCON.
Yeah, it's
nuts.
wild.
Yeah.
It's insane football.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing the crowds play into that a fair bit.
It's just wild. Like, the style of play is just all over the place.
The style, the conditions
Yeah.
of sometimes of certain. Where is it being
I
played?
want to look right now. He also
It's in the purest. The World Cup, yeah. But if you want the pure stuff,
That's
yeah.
that's the real
Yes,
deal.
so
I
Kirk
got
did
you.
say also bet on
Those are the street drugs.
Morocco to win it.
Yes.
It's in Morocco. Morocco's the host.
Yeah, Morocco's
Oh.
great.
December 21st through January 18.
God, if you were doing a flyaway, that would be probably a time well spent.
We're
eh?
sending you to the AFCON. Pack
Really
your
now?
bags.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
do
okay.
want to go to Morocco.
Well-
it is high on my list of
You've been,
places.
haven't
to
No,
go.
I've not been to Morocco, but I
Have you been on the African continent?
no. But I have a friend who's heading to West Africa to do a whole kind of run through.
Jeff Grichel's in on Thursday.
Yes.
Couldn't come in today. I was trying to get him today. He spent a lot of time in South Africa.
Yes.
But
Doing
Morocco,
baseball.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know last time he would have had to go, but because he's all over the place always. Morocco's high on the list for places I want to go to.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, it looks wonderful there. They also hosting the World Cup in 2030.
Well, and that's going to align perfectly with because did they not just win the Youth World Cup or the under
Did they?
something? They have a real good system now, and by 2030 that should all kind of.
Come to fruition.
Yep.
Well, then 2030 is just more FIFA corruption.
Well, it's going to
No.
be totally work.
Well, here's
By then, it's
At
cleaned
the
up.
arc we're on
No.
right now. You
Well,
think
by then,
no,
Matty, like,
it's
let's
how
be
they
fair.
got it. No, it's how they got
Get in
it.
there.
Stu Johnson
Wait till he gets his
will-
hands on him.
Here's the story of how the World Cup has been decided for 2030.
Oh.
So FIFA generally goes around continents
Yeah.
to a degree. So
Yes.
this is North America. The next World Cup will be there. But so the last World Cup was held in Qatar, so the Asians
Yeah.
were covered.
Sure.
Before that was Russia, so at the time that would be considered Europe and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But so now, like, okay, they're going, okay, well, we got to get back to Europe, though. We got to get to South America. We've got to get to Africa again because they haven't hosted
Touch
since
'em all.
2010 with South Africa. But the president, Infantino, wants Saudi Arabia to have it. And Saudi Arabia wanted 2034, but everyone's going, they can't. They're multiple World Cups away still. Everyone wanted the 2030 World Cup to go to South America because it's the 100th anniversary. Everyone wanted to go back to where it
romanticism
all
just
started.
makes total
Let's
sense.
go back to where
Circle
it
of
should be.
life.
Nobody's going to be
Absolutely.
mad except
Portugal and Spain were bidding for it as well.
Yes.
They threw Ukraine in there. It was going to be Ukraine, Portugal, and Spain because they were trying to play the sympathy card. We'll play some games there. Then they dropped Ukraine and they added Morocco.
Okay.
Which makes more sense from a
geographically, yes.
They're right there.
You could sell that to me.
Yeah, that makes sense. But everyone's like, it needs to be in South America.
Okay.
They can have 2034 or whatever. South America deserves to have this upcoming World Cup because it's 100.
I get the feeling money is coming into play here very soon.
You can see where this is
Infantino
going.
wanted Saudi Arabia to have 2034, but he couldn't do it until South America, Europe, and Africa as a continent had the World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what they're doing. They're going to play a couple of matches to start the World Cup in South America, in Paraguay, Uruguay, and Argentina.
Just give
they've talked about the idea that it might actually be. It might be one group, full group playing there or something. And then they awarded the rest of the 2030 World Cup to Spain, Portugal, and Morocco.
And?
Well, the 6 countries now: South America, Africa, Europe. Check, all in one World Cup. All of a sudden, 2034 comes and no one wants it except Saudi Arabia because. Well, these other countries just had it. North America just had it. Really, the only other country that would feasibly be able to go up against Saudi Arabia is Australia.
Like to have been part of that backroom
The Socceroos.
Yeah, so now 2034
Yeah.
is in Saudi Arabia.
Stroke of genius, hey?
God.
Everybody gets what they want.
Yeah.
It's everybody's fed.
It was the
Y'all
biggest
get your
shock
shocker.
ever.
Get out of here.
And everyone saw it coming, and everyone knows exactly why it's happening
Shed
this
a
way.
tear for Australia, though, in this whole process. I mean, they
Get their tennis.
well, yeah.
They get their Aussie Open.
But Qatar was supposed to be the last fully corrupt World Cup, you know.
Oh, no,
and
we're
From
just-
last fully
We're just
corrupt.
getting started. That's chapter
Matt,
1.
We're just warming up in the bullpen
Well,
here.
but that's
3 or
why,
4.
that led to a lot. They set Blatter going away. Who was the former UEFA guy?
Plantini? No.
Yeah.
The Plantini?
Michelle Platini.
Platini.
Platini,
that's who-
yeah.
They were thrown out, and I think their charges have been dropped in the end and all of that. But
of course.
Infantino came in
We got
to be the guy to help clean, to put things a
Man
little
in
more on
blue
the
blazers,
Yeah,
Matty.
Yeah,
Come
he was going
on.
to put things more on the up and up.
Yes.
And it's gone worse.
Well, he's less. You could argue maybe less. Like there's
And
never
that's a
fully.
win.
You don't fully go no corruption.
No.
but you just.
I wouldn't say he's less, though. I think he's worse.
Well, that's
different.
That's what you're. That's
see, a
just your
different
opinion.
corrupt. It's a different corrupt.
Do you remember
What
what he
shade
said
of
at-
corrupt are you looking
Yeah.
at?
Do you
Here?
remember what he said at the start of the
we're
Qatar
slicing
World
he's
Cup?
throwing the
prosciutto
game.
here. We're
Yeah.
slicing the prosciutto
Just a
here.
pinch.
Just, not as corrupt there, but a little more here.
Oh, that's what it was. At the start of the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, where everyone was upset about the Qatar, human rights, that type of stuff.
That stuff with the people
on.
dying.
Yeah, I remember his quote was, "Today I feel Qatari. Today I feel Arab. Today I feel African. Today I feel gay. Today I feel disabled. Today I feel a migrant worker."
Yeah.
I feel you.
But what about
Wow.
people suffering from today? I feel a migraine coming. Like he didn't really touch all of the things
I'm
that
in you.
comprise the human condition.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
He
looked
should have just said, "I'm in you."
I'm
yeah,
in
yeah.
you.
I'm
And
in
everyone
you.
would have
I
gone,
am you.
I got it.
Yes. Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Now you're speaking
It was
all.
wonderful, and everyone's just like, "This is."
That was quite a moment. Of
was
all the moments, I mean, you got
unbelievable.
the Sepp Blatter cash shower thing, like that. But that moment, that's one where and the way he
Cash
talks, his
shower.
delivery isn't
It sounds
very.
like a radio promotion.
Oh, yes.
It's a cash
It
shower.
is one of those air things where he's trying to catch it, eh? That was
No one is expecting this. I imagine what the PR person of FIFA is doing when he goes out and reads that. Just like,
Let's just.
Oh, you're
write
out
this
back
one.
having a
I
cigarette
didn't
when
write
he's
this
done,
one.
and you go,
that one wasn't me.
that is not in the copy.
You are what?
Run this by me again. You said, and then after you said, I am Qatari. What did you say then?
He was supposed to just stop then. He riffed
Yeah.
on the rest.
Yeah.
Guitar, that would have been okay. Well, yeah.
Watch
And
this
then he-
guitar solo. Watch what I do here. Up and down the fretboard.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
He's something else. Well, we were during our World Cup draw special coverage show last week.
Yes.
I was reading. Sepp Blatter has now come out ridicule, getting upset with Infantino for being so corrupt and all.
See,
that.
because he can't see how it's all. Now he's seen as the workman's champion.
Now, I'm the bad guy, am I? Huh?
Yeah.
He does one of those.
It reminds
He'll
me of
rescue
some
the
other
game.
Yeah, it
Just
reminds me
wait.
of some other people that we're seeing right now.
It's the conscience of soccer.
Of course, the official drink of the EST Hangout is the Finnish long drink legend in 1952. A drink unlike any other sparkling refreshment. Real liquor, longdrink.com/Canada. You can enter your postal code and find a liquor store establishment nearest you with the long drink in stock. They have the partnership with OEG, so you can pick it up down at Rogers Place as well. If you're heading to tonight's game, Dave Jamieson, Lieutenant Eric Matt Iwanyk with you on the Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage, Canada's storage experts. We've got about 10 minutes time here, and then we've got Lock Shop, Dusty and Huss. We've got two guys in the goalie, EST Afternoons, Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Mill. That's going all until 6 o'clock, and then the GCL Diesel Oilstrom pre and post game shows at 6 o'clock. I do want to get to, I need to get to over under for Play Alberta. Download the app, visit them, playalberta.ca. EST Sports Deposit 50 and get a free $50 sports bet. The Oilers up minus 213 straight up on the money line. I want to find, I don't see it right now, so give me a quick second.
Trent Frederick anytime goal. Reed's got that up. Running till Christmas, or I think
Is
that's
that supposed to be running every day? Till
I
Christmas?
think so.
Yeah, it's still there.
You can hop
So
on.
Today's
Yeah.
plus 540 for that
with a
one.
1 is the eye.
Okay, the Oilers lost 5-1 to the Sabres. Over under the Oilers scoring 5.5 goals today. 4.5. I'm going to bring it down to 4.5. 4.5. I'll bring it down to 4.5. 4.5 goals today. The Oilers scored.
I could see them doing 5.
Yeah, I'm going over.
I'll go over just for the fun of it.
No, Sabres over under 0.5 or 1.5 goals.
They're playing for pride. They're an angry group of Sabres.
It was 2 empty netters last night. They lost like 5-4 with the 2 empty netters. So they put up
Yeah.
over under 1.5.
1.5.
Lindy Ruff returns to Alberta.
I'll go over. I'll go over on both.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
going under, but
Do we see the same 5-1 score but reverse?
I see what you're doing here. Yeah, he's setting you up.
That's where I'm going for.
Setting you up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games in the NHL tonight.
I want to get an angry Sabres team.
No Zucker.
And Stuart Skinner starting for the Oilers.
Yeah.
Skinner
Just wanted
starts.
to make sure
Yeah.
that one gets out there.
The tuck dress rehearsal, if you will. Huh?
Okay, you're going to go there.
Get our good luck. At
Most anticipated college bowl game this season coming up.
Oh, God.
Which one are you looking forward to?
Ooh. Well, we're going
was caught-
straight to the playoff, are we not?
You
know what I like?
I'm glad Miami's back in the playoffs, and I can't
no.
wait for Miami, Texas A&M December
Take me-
20th.
The U.
Take me Christmas Eve,
Yeah. 2.
Oh, Hawaii
way out
Bowl.
west to Hawaii. You're itching. You're around family. You're in the Christmas spirit. I get, but then you're like, I could
Jeff
have something.
Reinbold is there.
Could have something on the TV to
I never
take
get
me
to
away
watch
from the minus whatever it is.
Right.
And then you're in Hawaii, and they're all wearing the lay, and Hawaii's playing. I forgot. I looked at it yesterday, but Hawaii's in the
Warriors.
game.
The
The
Warriors
Warriors
are
will
in
be
the-
playing somebody. But give me the Hawaii Bowl. I also like the
Yeah,
bowl.
okay.
I think it's in, where's it down in?
Sarsaparilla?
California. Cal in Hawaii.
Nope.
6
Cal
o'clock.
and Hawaii. Okay,
That's
Cal and Hawaii.
the Hawaii Bowl. 6 o'clock on New Year's Eve.
But there's the one
I never
always-
got to watch that one.
I think Washington was in it last year, and I can't remember which stadium it is. It's in El Paso. It's
Oh, it's
down.
beautiful.
The
isn't
Sun
it?
Bowl?
It could be the Sun Bowl, and you've got
Sun
the,
Bowl's
you've got
always
the
a fun
whole
one.
desert motif right there.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
The Sun
I've
Bowl's a
seen that.
big one.
Yeah.
It's the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl now. It's a special. It's like the only bowl game CBS gets. For some reason, they have the Sun Bowl.
So they're
This
going
year,
all
that
out.
one's Duke hosting
Jim
Arizona.
Nance.
That's Duke hosting Arizona State in that one.
Welcome to the. This is going to be great. Hey,
The
Tony.
Pop-Tarts Bowl, which is as they call themselves, the People's Champion.
Yes.
Is 12 BYU taking on 22 Georgia Tech, 1:30 ABC,
be a
December
good game.
27th.
Yeah.
Bowl season does start this Saturday, actually. It's supposed to only be Army Navy
Which
on this
we
weekend.
hate. Again, as
It
purists.
used to always
It's
be just Army and Navy.
weekend.
That's
Yes.
all we had.
And everybody's dressed the same.
Right.
If you lose your buddy,
You're
I'm going to the
screwed.
bathroom. You're never finding. Like everybody's.
You have muster points all over the
It's
place.
raining. It's in Philadelphia.
There's an
it's terrible weather.
evacuation plan that
Yeah.
is airtight. If there's an
It's-
issue, these guys got
Final
it.
score 12-6.
Yeah, just
That's football. Like it's,
Military precision. Yeah.
always my favorite. But
A lot of play between
it's
the
the
forwards.
best.
How do you settle that?
I
Always-
love
Yeah,
all of that. I
A
love
lot of play between the forwards.
Yeah.
You never
Just
watch
back and
just-
forth.
yeah.
No
You
one's
never watched
scoring.
the full game always, but you threw it on.
Well-
but we also
Yeah.
got the Celebration Bowl, which is, I believe, the
Cool in the game.
Historic Black School Championship.
Oh,
I think
yes.
that's that one.
Grambling?
No, actually not. SC State taking on Prairie View.
Okay.
You also have Washington, Luke's Huskies.
Huskies?
Buckled up LA Bowl. They're taking on Boise State.
Buckled-
It's the buckled up LA Bowl.
Buckled up LA Bowl.
And then,
Oh, that'd be a,
Yeah, well,
Where's that played? SoFi?
yes, usually it is.
Okay, of course.
Actually, it
home
is.
of the Chargers.
Home of the-
If I'm not
Damn
mistaken,
Chargers.
the LA Bowl used to be the Jimmy Kimmel Bowl game
okay.
because he had a sponsorship.
Yeah.
on it.
Right.
There's the IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl.
I hope you're
on
reading
December
the entire
16th.
bowl schedule
Yeah,
because
please
I
do.
love it.
Well, I won't go through all the games.
Do it.
But Staff DNA Cure Bowl, the 68 Ventures Bowl, the Xbox Bowl, Myrtle Beach Bowl, Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl,
Yeah, that's been around
That
for
used
a
to be
while.
the Bad Boy Moore's Gasper Bowl.
Right.
the famous
Yeah.
Idaho Potato Bowl. You can't mess with that
Yeah.
one.
No.
Bush's Boca Raton Bowl, New Orleans Bowl, Scooter's Coffee Frisco Bowl.
Okay.
It's the Sheraton Hawaii Bowl.
Is that Frisco
Sure,
one in
anyway.
Texas? Is that where are we not?
I would assume
would
so.
be-
assume, yeah.
I would assume so. Game Above Sports Bowl, the Rate Bowl. I think that's Detroit.
The Rate Bowl.
Yes.
Serve Pro First Responder Bowl, Go Bowling Military Bowl. Nothing says military like Go Bowling.
Yes.
Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl.
the Bad Boy Moore.
They moved up to the Yankee Stadium.
Well, I love it. Yeah, there.
The Wasabi Fenway Bowl, Pop Tarts Bowl, best one of them all. The Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl. Yes,
Of
Snoop
course.
Dogg has a bowl game.
Of course.
Isleta New Mexico Bowl, Tax Slayer Gator Bowl, the Kinder's Texas Bowl, the J Lab Birmingham Bowl.
It's a crowded market.
Yes.
Do we agree?
The Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl, Liberty Mutual Music City Bowl, the Valero Alamo Bowl, the Relia Quest Bowl, Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl, Cheese
Anything
and
with
Citrus Bowl.
Bitcoin?
Nothing yet.
Okay.
SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl. And then Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl.
That sounds
AutoZone
fair.
Liberty Bowl. Trust and Will Holiday Bowl. Nothing like Trust and Will. Duke's Mayo Bowl, which is a
Have
fun
you mentioned the
one
Meineke car care?
too. There isn't a Meineke.
They're out. See, Maddie and I had this idea of sponsoring a tier, like a third tier Irish Premier League soccer team with we could have EST on the front.
I found one yesterday
should
for
get a
match
bowl.
programs.
Like,
I was thinking that.
let's get a bowl.
That is
Yes.
a dream now.
The Edmonton
Edmont-
Sports Talk
Which one would we want?
shirt sponsorship or the bowl game?
No,
or which bowl game?
No, which bowl game? Like you want to get like the New Mexico Bowl, Edmonton Sports Talk New Mexico Bowl.
That would make total sense. Yeah.
Right. Something that
And
is
we're down there selling merch.
incongruous
Yeah, toques.
beyond belief.
Selling toques and scarves. Down at
The Edmonton Sports Talk Sports Bowl, just because it's a lot of weird. No, we got to do the Hawaii one. The Edmonton Sports
No,
Talk
but-
Hawaii Bowl.
Yeah, but Christmas Eve might be a little tougher.
You're not
Really
touching. You're not
lean in
touching the
hard.
famous Idaho.
Trevor and
All-
Zach will bring the
All
pop-up
the
tent.
nasties
Yeah.
are down wheel. Everybody.
The Gasparilla
is
Bowl.
there.
The Edmonton
Yeah,
Sports
yeah,
Talk Gasparilla Bowl.
I could see it.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
I want like one that's like really confusing.
You want a good locale and you want a real, the more
Close to
confusing.
the border, guys. Keep it close. Keep it close
Well,
to the border.
So we could go to Montgomery, Alabama.
What about
We
Washington
can become
State? We got anything down there that we
no,
could latch
because I was
onto?
getting the Edmonton Sports Talk Veterans Bowl because it makes zero sense.
Well,
A salute. Yeah, we'd salute.
salute to service.
Yeah,
We're not getting those ones. The the Gator Bowl.
I wonder what kind of money it takes to get in the play for that.
Well, Gronk's got the, what is it, the Gronk Bowl? Like, doesn't he have his own?
I think that's done now. How much
Really? Is it near the top? Go.
is a title sponsorship?
what was the thing that
for
Gronk did
a
for a
bowl
couple of
game.
years at Super Bowl?
we did.
The field goal thing.
Oh yeah, the field goal.
Yeah.
Title sponsorship for
destiny.
a college football bowl game ranges from 500,000 to over 30 million annually.
Well,
500.
okay,
Often lower tier early season bowls often range from 375 to a million annually.
okay. Now
easy.
We just
money.
need to do a massive GoFundMe for multiple
I'll keep
years.
taking in the cans and
and we'll do Edmonton Sports Talk
And
with that
sell
one.
a
And
ton
then
of
I also
troops.
found I was just looking at it
down in
there's
Frisco.
a Scottish club I was looking at, and you could do match day program for I think it's like 500 pounds a match.
I want us on a kit. And nobody knowing what it is.
Travel
like, just
Newfoundland or whatever.
travel-
There's a Newfoundland one somewhere overseas.
Oh, is there really?
Yeah.
Oh, good for
That's
them.
what's spurring on the idea.
Imagine selling that one.
JMO, thank you very much for coming
Hey.
in.
Yeah.
This was a lot of
Good to
fun.
see you
Eric, thank you
guys.
for doing this.
Oh,
The extended
no
show.
problem.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning into the EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage, Canada Storage experts to find a convenient location nearest you, sentinel.ca. We've got Lock Shop coming up next. We've got two guys and a goalie. We got EST Afternoons Read Welcome Show with JML, as well as the GCL Diesel Ulster and pre and post game shows. Tommy and Benny will get you set for Oilers and Sabres. Skinner getting start in net. On behalf of JMO, Erica, Matt, thanks for tuning into the EST Hangout here at Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton Sports, presented by Play Alberta. Lock Shop in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Let's go. There you go, right in front of the camera.
First-time guest, long-time listener, fan of the original draft commissioner.
Welcome to the EST Hangout presented by White Claw Hard Seltzer. The difference is clear. Matt Iwanyk, Tom Zola with here. Joining us today,